just don't know if they have the speed or the size to cover Scott City.
Well, we'll see here. Gloth back to pass. Nice rush. He gets away from it, though. Cuts up the field. Gets to the 45, up to the 50, and should have right at a first down. Ryland Parton calls signals. Give it back to Bogan. Big hole up the right side that time, and big run finally brought down. He's going to be all the way out.
Did a really good job at staying contained.
Bogan in the backfield. Parton to pass. He looks downfield deep. He goes to Parker Laws. It is caught by Laws at the 45-yard line of Scott City territory. They give it off to Bogan up the middle. He's got a hole there. He's down to the 20. He breaks the tackle. He's to the 20. He's down and caught by the ankles. Wildcat goes off to Parton. Houston Parton, he gets around to the left side. He's going to get to the end zone and he's for the touchdown.
Great job.
Scott City with 3 wideouts. Underwood in the backfield. Gloth with the quick release out to Miller. It's good for a first down and more. He gets down inside the 40-yard line. Good quick release there. It's been inconsistent tonight. He keeps it himself. Gloth up the middle. He's to the 20. He's to the 15 and brought down inside the 15-yard line. Just once again a quarterback keeper. Frog it in as a tight end. Gloth goes back to pass once again. He looks down the field. Throws it up wide open in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown.
By rule, that is not a horse collar. Did not stop his momentum and did not move him backwards.
Bogan, big run. He's to the 40. They're not going to 30 to the 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Jaquan Bogan takes it, gives it off to Houston Parton. He gets out, he breaks through, he gets out to the 20, to the 25, and gets the first down. Well, it was not Jaquan Bogan, it was Houston Parton. Yeah, good job by the offensive line there of Portageville. Parton looks downfield, got a man wide open. It's caught. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he'll be brought down at the 6-yard line. That is Evan Windsor. Crosshauer comes in at a tight end spot. You got Higginbotham out here at the right. They give it off to Bogan. He cuts big hole there. He cuts up the middle, and he's in for 6. Touchdown, Jay Bogan and the Portageville Bulldogs. About the 12 or 13. Gloth hands it off to Underwood. He cuts it back upfield. Now he's got some running room. He gets outside. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. He's to the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Gloth takes a snap. He goes back to pass. He looks nothing there, and he dances away from the coverage. He gets open. He's still doesn't get it off. Running again once again. Finally throws it downfield. He's got a man there. It is caught. Wow. Gloth looks back. Pass, wide open receiver there. He's to the 30, to the 35, out to the 40, and Lane Miller gets all the way up to the 43-yard line. Now Frog it to the left. Snap. Gives it off to Underwood. He's got room to run. He cuts it back up the middle now to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and is brought all the way down to the 30-yard line. Gloth will run it straight up the middle. He's at the 20. He's down at one move, and he's going to be tackled inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line. You've got Underwood in the backfield. They give it off to him. He gets outside right. He cuts back to the middle. Now cuts it back inside in, and he is in for the touchdown. Rustin Underwood with a terrific run, cutting it 2 or 3 times there. Gets the 6, and it's 18-13. 3rd and 10. They give it off to Bogan up the middle. He's hit, and he's going to be brought down. A ball is loose, and that ball is going to be recovered by Jackson Gloth of the Rams. And a half minutes to go, a little under 7.5 to go. Gloth looks, goes right. Complete out there to Hayden. He tackles missed. He's down to the 25 and inside the 25 to about 23, and we'll have a flag thrown on that as well. Gloth with it, takes it, rolls to his right. Maddox puts some pressure on him. The pass is there. It's caught complete, and that will be a first down. Goal from the 5. Gloth hands it off to Underwood. He's going to be not brought down. Cuts it back. Now cuts one more time. Gets in and gets down to the goal line and in for the touchdown. What a great run by Rustin Underwood to get into the end zone.
Yeah.
He'll kick it deep, and it'll go deep to about the 2. Picked up there, up the field, wide open, and he's going to go he's going to make it all the way this time. That is Higginbotham, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown, about a 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Low snap, it comes out Wide to Holder. It's end around. He cuts back. He's out to the 40 and brought down just outside the 40-yard line. Put Higginbotham in motion. Parton's going to throw it. He goes deep down the field. It is caught by Parker Laws once again. Gloff goes to his left, gets it out. It's complete, wide open down the left sideline. He's down to the 30, 25-yard line. Yeah, you're right. Good decision. Gloff looks, got a man wide open down the middle. Lane Miller with the catch. Touchdown, Scott City. And Laws down here. Snap goes to Parton. He's getting some pressure from the backside. He goes deep. It's over. What a catch! It was overthrown, but Houston Parton makes the catch. Wow! Mentioned earlier, he could be the big play guy. Somebody's going to step up and make a big one. Parton, he looks right this time. He throws it right. He's open. Ball's tipped way up in the air and intercepted by Scott City, brought down, and that's going to be the ball game. Yeah, big win there, and just a nice win, probably the biggest win for Coach Bowe this season.
Good afternoon and welcome to Saturday afternoon high school football. This afternoon we are coming to you from Charles Bland Stadium on the campus of Dexter High School, where the number 3 ranked Bearcats are set to take on the number 10 ranked Eagles of Southern Boone High School from Ashland, Missouri, just south of Columbia. Alongside my broadcast partner Jim Riker, I am Bobby Alford, ready to bring you this battle between two of the best Class 3 football teams in Missouri, Jim.
Good afternoon, Bobby. This game promises to be a great matchup between two really good football teams. The Dexter Bearcats, undefeated still after 4 games with 4 dominant victories. The first-team defense has yet to allow a touchdown for the Bearcats. The Southern Boone Eagles come in ranked number 10, as you mentioned, with a 3-1 record. Their only loss came at the hands of number 9 ranked Booneville last week, 13-3. Obviously, these two teams have not played each other, since they are on different regions of the state, so it makes it difficult to draw comparisons. However, I will say this. Each team boasts explosive offenses. Southern Boone averaging 324 yards per game. Dexter putting up 383 yards a contest. And also, very similar school sizes. I looked on Misha's website. I think there's 8 students or 7 students difference in the size of the school, so very similar schools all in all.
Yeah, well, welcome to our crowd from Southern Boone watching this game. Great to have you guys along with us here. Real quickly, let's look at this Southern Boone team. Offense seems to run through their quarterback, Mason Shear. On the season, he is 49 of 87 on passing at 573 yards, a touchdown, 4 interceptions. His passing percentage is 56%. Jim, that 4 interceptions mark has got to worry you a little bit if you're Southern Boone the way Dexter's defense has played.
That is true. The Bearcats have had 10 interceptions already, I think, as a unit in 4 games. So that is a little concerning. I will say Southern Boone is probably more balanced in passing and running the football than Dexter is, but almost everything goes through Mason Shear. He also is he's got 52 carries on the season for 227 yards on the ground, so he's accounted for right at 800 yards. Well, exactly 800 yards of offense for them already this season.
Yeah, also 5 rushing touchdowns for them. And their running game also outside of Mason Shear, that goes through Travers Hunold. 47 carries for 254 yards, Jim. You know, that's a fine back there, but that's almost, 3/4 of their offensive yards seems to be running through these 2 kids.
That's exactly right. Most of it goes through those 2. That's exactly right. Defensively, they're led by Young and Martin, the 2 leading tacklers. I understand their 3rd leading tackler, Inslee, is out today with an injury, so that certainly is concerning for their defensive line. I think he was a defensive line. Yeah, so that's a little concerning for him, no question.
Yeah, and one thing they'd like to do, so they're going to like to play. Film I've watched, they play aggressive with their linebackers. How does that change things when your number 1 linebacker is out of the picture? And the jet sweeps from Dexter will give that problems because if you get past that, the aggressive linebackers, you have nobody to cut them off if they try to bring the house at Howard. And with the aggressive play, I didn't see just a ton of team sacks. I think 8 total team sacks on the season, Jim.
I think that's right.
Dexter has a kid almost of that many just by himself.
Right, and Nolan Alford, that's exactly right. And the one thing one of the broadcasts I watched of the Southern Boone game last week, they discussed the fact that they didn't really have the team speed they've maybe had in the past. And that could be, as you said, as those linebackers really put a lot of pressure on. If Dexter gets outside with their team speed, it could be trouble for Southern Boone there. But Dexter's got to be able to get outside. The offensive line, the offensive line has got to be able to control some things for Dexter or for Southern Boone for their offenses to go.
Yeah, speaking of Dexter, they come in, led by a huge offensive line. They're probably going to average somewhere around that 250 mark or so. The baby of the bunch, Landon Anderson, he doesn't carry near as much meat as the rest of them, but big offensive line. And they've got a big running back, Jet Grahams. Jim, I kind of looked at this offense, and I thought this week, this is the hustle and muscle offense.
Yeah.
So how this is going to work, I'm going to carry the hustle. You're going to talk about the muscle.
All right.
The hustle is going to be, we're going to be led by number 7, Lee Michael, on that department, because Lee Michael has not seen much this year. But I tell you, the folks from Southern Boone are in for a treat. I mean, he runs about a 4.5 40, and he just makes kids miss left and right. He is suited up, expected to play a large part of this game. I spoke to him before the game started, matter of fact. Told me he was healthy. Also on the hustle is Devin Turnbow. Devin has turned in 14 rushes for 208 yards. He and Alford share that position, but 14 for 208, that's not bad numbers at all, and he just looks like he has a good burst of speed. And the other hustle on that deal is Langston Warnick. He's a sophomore. He's been in Lee Michael's spot some this year. He will likely push back out to his wide receiver spot, but another kid with great speed. The hustle is there for the Bearcats.
Absolutely right. And then the muscle side of that, you have to start with that conversation with Jet Grahams out of that fullback spot. He's got 38 carries, 533 yards, 14 yards a carry, and he is just a load. He is a kid who relishes contact. I almost think sometimes, as opposed to trying to fake somebody out, he just runs through them. And then the other muscle on that is Nolan Alford with 13 carries, 202 yards, 15 yards a carry. But he's also not just muscle. He's got some speed. Once he gets to the outside, he can pick up big yardage quickly. So that'll be an interesting thing. Alfred's also one of their leading pass catchers with 4 catches. Pullum with 5 catches. Ibrahim with 3. And the Bearcats need to probably be a little more balanced offensively than they've been. Jackson Howard, 19 of 33, only 33 passes this year, 58%, 300 yards. But they probably need to be a little more balanced in their offense if they can.
Definitely want to be more balanced. Jim, I think a key to the game for me today, if they get aggressive with the linebackers from Southern Boone, is Logan Pullum just 5 yards up, get him the pass over there,
right,
and let him catch it and fall forward for 2 or 3 more.
Right.
That could be a big play for Dexter in this football game if the aggression comes. Real quickly, captains for the Bearcats, number 16, that is Jackson Howard. 22, that is Logan Pullum. 12, Nolan Alford. And 56, Caden Lee. For the Southern Boone Eagles, it is number 21, Travers Hunnell. Number 56, I've got to find that here, Justice Martin. Number 9, that is Mason Shear. And the other one I cannot catch, number 12, that is Logan Bishop for the Eagles. Yep. Also on the game, the officials for this afternoon's game is Kevin Ellis, Jim Vaughn, Christian LeGrand, North Mosby, and Ted Trader for tonight.
So we do have a fairly dry field here. This is a turf field, so it's in good shape after the 3.5 inches of rain we got yesterday. Wind is blowing from the northwest right now, and fairly steady. The American flag is straight out, so that could come into play with some kicks and even potentially the passing a little bit. That could be an issue, but certainly not as bad as it would have been last night. No question.
Jimmy, look at this setup right here. Dexter's really big. They don't play very many kids both sides of the ball. I think we've covered that a lot. They'll play Alford, they'll play Pullum, and Turnbow, basically both sides of the ball. Alford and Turnbow, though, switch out in their offensive positions, so they get rest periods in there. For Southern Boone, they're a little different. They have to play a lot more kids both sides of the football. That could creep into play. We have seen it every game so far this year for Dexter. Second half, they seem to dominate up front.
Yeah, that could be. They have a lot of kids as you look on the far sideline there. They're in their white, trimmed in black uniforms, and they have a lot of kids over there, no question. But a number of those are, and like Dexter as well, a number of those are freshmen that come into play, no question. So
I was talking to one of the guys on film up here that runs film for the Eagles before the game. I think he said they were down to 40 kids last year after the seniors graduated, but they had maybe 30-something freshmen come out this year. So the numbers are up to 74 kids in this program. So, nice for them up there. They get the kids in the program and coming out for football. Real quickly, last week they were ranked, I believe, tied number 4 in the states at Southern Boone.
Right.
They lost to Booneville in a close one, 13-3. They just felt like talking to some of their folks. They just didn't play well. They didn't think they did what they needed to do and just played a, not so good of a game in their opinion. They felt like, they should have beat Booneville. Booneville just lost to number 1 ranked Blair Oaks in that district. Matter of fact, too, it's in Southern Boone's district.
Right.
They just beat them last night 62-0. I mean, that is a fine program up there at Blair Oaks. I believe their running back has also just got an offer from Nebraska at Blair Oaks.
Right.
That's a tough district up there. Jim, I really think this game means a lot for Southern Boone. They need the win to stay relevant in their district. Beating up, they're number 2, but they don't want to go to 3-2 versus 3-1 behind Blair Oaks.
Exactly right.
Dexter, if they lose this, you still got to play Park Hills in the head-to-head, who is number 2 in the district right now. Park Hills is, Dexter's 1. If you lose it and you just win the head-to-head, Dexter's in the driver's seat.
Southern Boone, Dexter won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, so Southern Boone will take the kickoff to start the football game. Just real quickly, some scores from last night. St. Vincent's beat Hayti 35-0. Farmington 45-6 over Sykeston. Jackson a big win over Poplar Bluff 57-9. Valley beat Crothersville at Valley 37-7. 34-0 Scott City over Malden. And Cape Central with a big win over St. Dominic 47-0. Park Hill Central 40-34 in overtime over St. Jean, and the Charleston Blue Jays with a big win at home against the Portageville Bulldogs 34-12. So
I did not see the 34-12 score coming. I thought it would be a lot closer than that. I actually had Portageville.
I thought Portageville would win as well. I agree.
Tad of a surprise there. So back deep, we have number 22 for the Eagles. That is Hudson Talley, and number 13, I believe that is Braden Jackson back to receive this kick. That is Jacob Medler, number 23, here to kick it off for the Bearcats. And we have state top 10 ranked football getting ready to get underway. Here we go. Here's Medler, and we are underway. Short kick. Takes a hop and fielded about the 22-yard line. That is number 22 on it, and taken down at about the 27. That is Christian Wirtz on the play. On the return was Hudson Talley.
Wirtz with a textbook tackle there at the knees. They faked their little reverse to start that, and the Bearcats did not bite, stayed in their lanes nicely. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 28 to start this ball game.
Bearcats really seem to have the stars lining up, Jim. Defensively, boy, Devin Turnbow has turned it on of late. He's got 2 picks this year. Really played well. One of those a pick 6. You got H&H construction crew there in the middle of the linebackers. Hill and Hrovic, we'll call him Hero. Hero also has a pick 6. Looks like empty backfield here to start for the Eagles. And a check to the sideline. Dexter starts in a 3-man front. 2 linebackers pulled down toward the line. Here's the play. Going to be a pass. Gets it out, and it comes out of his hands.
Ball's loose.
They're going to call it a forward pass.
Yes, they are. Incomplete pass.
So the hand did look like, to me, it was coming forward. However, I don't think the ball ever moved forward. I think the ball just slipped, Jim. But they're going to have to look at it where he saw the hand coming forward. So that's where he's calling about. The ball is down.
Right. The white hat, the head referee immediately called that it was an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And from his vantage point, that's all it is. It would have had to been a side judge there to see that differently.
Right.
And the ball just kind of dropped straight down. So 2nd and 10. Ball lies at the 28. 3-2 set here. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen to the top. Shearer puts a man in motion. He hands. Shearer keeps it, and he's going to be bottled up with a decent 1st down gain. Looks to be about a gain of 6.
Avoyevich is in on that for the Bearcats, as is Houston Neely from his safety spot. Pickup of about 6 that time, 6 that or so for Shear, so brings up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Jim.
So Shear Shear looks to the sideline. He's going to split 2 wide to the right, 3 wide to the left. Empty backfield once again. Dexter with a 3-man front. And that's going to be a sack that time for the Bearcats. Or not a sack, it may have picked up a yard. He had to scramble as the coverage was really good. Sorry, folks, we had a little technical problem there. My big feet got in the way of Bobby's microphone cord, I think. But it's going to bring up a 4th down on the good pressure by the Dexter defensive line.
Yeah, Dexter did well there. Watching right there, Logan Pullum was key to that play. He sit well in the flat, and that puts that quarterback. He had nowhere to go right there, and the rest of the defensive front for Dexter caught up. Here's the punt, gets it away. It is short. Dexter lets that bounce. It will be down inside the 30, going to bounce down to about the 26-yard line, I believe. So that's where the Bearcat offense will take over, as they will have their first chance here in this one.
Dexter will take over 1st and 10. And I see Connor Hill out there on the offense for the early on here. That's a little surprising to me. He's not played a lot out there, so maybe somebody just a quick breather.
Yeah, it looks like a new package they've worked on this week, Jim. You know, I think they got a power package they want to look at. They want to test this defensive front early in this football game, I believe, with Jet Grahams and see what he does. Here comes a hero into the game as well.
I noticed Carson Hurt, the sophomore, big tight end sophomore in there as well. So you're right, just a totally different look here for the Bearcats.
Yeah, no doubt. They're going to try to flex muscles and see how strong they are up front early on in this game.
Interesting.
Jumbo formation. Here's Grahams. He comes near side and hit hard. What a hit by number 0. That is Tanner Shelton on the tackle.
Yeah, great read by Tanner Shelton. He just came in there from his linebacker spot, and the Bearcats will go back to their regular offensive package after that first play. And if they were concerned about whether they could handle the pressure, they did a nice job, Southern Boone did, on that tackle. Good play there by Tanner Shelton.
Well, and the hole was there, but nobody picked up that linebacker.
Absolutely.
And somebody for Dexter, I don't know if that's a pull. I'm guessing that's not a pull guard play. That's probably just one of the power backs needs to come up and hit. Here's Howard. He's back to the familiar setup. Here's McDonald. He goes far side, looking for a hole to cut. He does. Gets past and out near a first down. That is taken down on the play by number 13, Braden Jackson. Nice to see Lee Michael McDonald back in the football action.
Yeah, that adds a whole different dimension to the Bearcats. Brings up a 3rd down and about 3 here from the 34. And both teams just trying to sort of feel each other out here. The Bearcats going to run the football. Obviously, Southern Boone showed they wanted to pass it a little bit. And both teams just trying to see what the other one's got a little chess match right here.
Yep, here we go. Dexter has Abraham up top of the screen there. He's wide out. That is Alford at the top of the wing tee, McDonald at the bottom. Pistol formation. Here's Alford in motion. Fake hand to Alford. Here comes Howard up the middle. He's got a first down for Dexter, and they just keep moving the pile up to the 49-yard line.
Great run by the quarterback, Jackson Howard, right there. And that's something we've not seen a lot of in our games that we've done, Bobby, is the quarterback run. A nice fake there to Grahams and a big first down.
Howard has not been called upon, as you said, much, but what an effective run, and he keep his legs moving, got the push, and a huge first down out to the 48-yard line.
Good job by the offensive line there, too, to open that initial hole, and then he just kept it going.
Back here to the wing T formation. Alford at the top, McDonald at the bottom. Here's Alford in motion. Hand goes to Alford. He cuts it inside now, tries to run through a guy, and does, down to the 47-yard line.
That's once again, I believe, Braden Jackson on the tackle from his linebacker spot. But another 5-yard pickup for the Bearcats.
Well, a little hustle and a little muscle right there, Jim.
Absolutely.
We've seen it all on that drive. McDonald had that. Actually, Howard, I'm not going to call him the hustle, but I'm going to call him a little muscle right there.
Absolutely.
He kept driving on that.
Absolutely, he did.
He joined the party as well. Backers in decently close here for the Eagles. Here is Howard, hands up the middle to Grahams. He's met immediately up front and taken down. That is aggressive play again. So up the middle, they're going to be tough. That looks like big number 56. That is Justice Martin on the tackle.
One of their leading tacklers in it. And you can tell that Southern Boone has seen how Jet Graham runs, and they've keyed on him right up the middle. So it brings up a 3rd down and about 5 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and maybe the hat-for-hat approach for Dexter may not be their strongest. They may have to pull a slant block on them somewhere.
Yep.
3rd and 5 right here for Dexter. Ball lies at the 48-yard line. Man in motion's McDonald. Fake hand. Nothing there. Pitch out to Alford. He's got it. First down for Dexter, and he is up, taken down by number 22. That is Bishop on the tackle. Alford a first down for the Bearcats.
And Bobby, we've talked about over the last couple of years as we've done Dexter broadcast about how we'd like to see them go across the middle, and right there was one of those examples where they did it, and it's a really nice – he just went out to the flat there, sort of, picks up the first down, and a nice job by the Bearcat offense to keep the chains moving.
You watch the linebackers, and they got caught peeking in, expecting to run for the Bearcats because they're so strong in that area. Nobody picked up Alford on the play. Back to their familiar formation. Howard in the gun. He puts Alford in motion. Hands to Alford coming near side. He cuts inside. He's got room to run now. Stiff arms inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Dexter is in business.
Good job by that line of the Bearcats that time, and a good outside block there to free him up, and it's another first down for the Bearcats.
Well, out with some of the muscle and in with a hustle. Here comes Devin Turnbow, and folks, if he gets it, he can fly.
He is quick and also strong, and adds another dimension to that Dexter offense.
Yeah, 2 fast runners on the wings right now from Turnbow and McDonald. Here's Turnbow in motion. Hands to Turnbow. He tries to cut. He does make a cut. Runs over a kid himself. And look at him down to the 11-yard line. And Dexter right now on the jet sweeps. Jim, I said it early in the game. I thought the speed there and the aggressive play of the linebackers would give him a problem. Dexter's just running over him.
Well, you see on the instant replay here how Turnbow cuts it back, but good sealing there. You've got Logan Pullum on that left side. He seals his man outside, then a nice move inside, block inside there by Peyton Hartline. Opened up the big hole for Turnbow.
Yeah, that was a great job by Pullum. He really just pushed his man outside and created a huge lane. Good pickup, Jim. Here's Howard back in the gun. Here's McDonald in motion. Freeze play, and Howard gets him to jump. Again, the aggressive play of Park Hills, Southern Boone right now seems to be backfiring on them.
So it'll be 1st and 5 now for the Bearcats down at about that makes it at the 8-yard line. And Jackson Howard's done a nice job of that during the course of the season of getting that hard count and getting the team to jump.
More speed in here. Here comes Langston Warnick in. So the big man Graham's out, 1st and 5. Looks like Dexter's fixing to try to spread them out. You're going to have McDonald in the backfield. You're going to have at the bottom of the screen, Abraham, then Langston Warnick. He's going to stay near side in the slot, and Devin Turnbow is kind of sitting as a wing. Here's a snap, pitch to McDonald, and we've got a flag right away, so probably a false start.
Procedure on the Bearcats, I'm quite sure they're going to give that 5 yards right back. Delay of game against Dexter.
Boy, that's a tough one there, Jim. You've got the ball there, and you have a delay of game.
Yeah, 1st and 5, you just can't make that kind of mistake. I know they had a little different package there in the game, but you've got to know where you're going and get that play run, no question. So 1st and 10 back, so we've got back to where we started.
Number 75 for the Eagles there on that left defensive end, hand on the ground. He is a big tackler for him, leading tackler on the team. They need him to step up right here and make a play. He just shifted. They are looking for a gap. McDonald beside Howard, and they jump again. That was their big man there, Aiden Young, 75 jump.
Trying to go. So back to 1st and 5. Well, we're not running much time off the clock, but we're moving the ball back and forth, Bobby, right now. So 1st and 5 for the Bearcats, back down at the 7.
You know, Jim, early on this game right now, that's 2 freeze plays. Dexter's got him on a jump off sides. At some point, that's going to loosen up that defensive line for them to run through because they know they have to sit back and wait. They can't stay aggressive. That will hurt them if they don't get that under control. McDonald in the pistol for Howard here. Here's Howard, pitches it outside to McDonald, who fumbles it and just lays on it.
So a loss back to about the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Dexter.
Grams will check back into the formation. McDonald out, and he's hobbled again. McDonald just cannot get that ankle healthy as he tried to cut on it, and a short appearance for Lee Michael McDonald.
So 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats here. As you mentioned, Graham's back in. For those of you from Southern Boone, Dexter does not have a big kicking game, so they're down in 4-down territory probably.
Here's Howard. He looks to pass. He's got a man. It's Pullum. He is over his head. Ball behind Pullum. If it's in front of him, it's a touchdown, and just had it behind him.
Could have been I don't know if there was going to be a hold on the Bearcats there. That was from the left side of the offensive line. Certainly there was a hold, no question. And we'll move it back 10 more yards to make it 2nd down and 20 now. So the Bearcats had a nice drive going, but they sort of shot themselves in the foot a little bit here with a couple of penalties.
Well, and there, Jim, going back looking at that play right there, Dexter had open receivers. They had Pullum, and I believe they had another man down there as well. I just focused on Pullum because he was so wide open. Dexter is getting open looks right now in this football game.
2nd and 20 now.
3 set to the bottom. That is Warnick to himself up at the top. He's in motion. Hand goes to Warnick near side here. He's got room to run. He's got yardage and more down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He is taken down by number 22. I believe that is Bishop on the tackle.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 or so. We'll see the replay here. As you said, as Warnick gets the football, Takes it on the right side. Good seal in there. Great seal in there by Jet Graham. And really a nice block also by Devin Turnbow outside. So the back's blocking for their brother back, and it's a 3rd down and right on the 10.
Jim, I got in trouble Thursday night at the Mexican restaurant there. I saw Jet, and we've got to call him Grams with an S. Don't cut off the S.
I know that too. So I know that. I was,
he gave me a look of disapproval, and as small as I am, as big as he is, I said, okay, I'll do it.
Absolutely.
Here's Howard. He looks to pass. He's got pressure. Looks again, throws it toward the end zone. Incomplete. Very good for Howard to be able to get rid of that ball and throw it over the top where nobody could really get to it. That would have been a large sack. So,
yeah, that was good presence of mind, and it looks like the Bearcats are going to attempt a field goal just as I said they didn't have a kicking game. Looks like we may try one.
And that was Tanner Shelton on the play right there. He has had a nice first quarter so far for the Eagles.
Yes, he has.
Almost had himself a sack. Here is Parker King. The ball's going to be about the 15-yard line here, so 25-yard kick if he can complete it. Here's a snap. High one. Kick is up, and it is good. So Dexter on the board with Parker King putting it through. It's 3-0 in Dexter, back in 30. Welcome back to Charles Bland Stadium. Dexter takes an early 3-0 lead. 3:42 left on the clock here in the first. Jim, that was complete domination by the Bearcats. They did have one good pass there for good yardage, and the outside runs just really ate the Eagles apart.
Yeah, that was what they did very well, and that's what they do. They have a lot of speed out there, and the holding penalty sort of stymied that drive, but a 27-yard field goal by Parker King gives the Bearcats a lead, and we're set to go.
Medler kicks it again. That's going to go about the close, and that's fumbled. That ball is loose, picked up on the ground there by number 13, tackled by Abraham. On the carry was Braden Jackson, as both guys really didn't know who wanted to take that football and fumbled it. So
yeah, that was a communication issue right there. You're exactly right. But the Bearcats, the Eagles managed to get it, and they'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 26, and we'll see if Mason Shear can get the offense rolling here for the Eagles.
Dexter defense has been tough. The starting defense has not allowed a touchdown this season. They've been scored on a kickoff by Malden, and then the second string allowed a touchdown late to Sykeston. Power formation here for the Eagles. Up front, Dexter tries something there and taken down immediately. That is a hero in on the play there, I believe.
Avoyevich on the tackle of, I believe that was Logan Bishop up the middle.
Number 12, Logan Bishop.
Pickup of about 3.
2nd and
7, so 3-yard game there up the middle. This is what East Prairie did to Dexter last week. I saw this in film that the Eagles had this in their playbook. I don't know what kind of push they'll get this week versus what happened last. Definitely a good sizable group up front, but we'll see here. Another power play goes to the outside this time. Stacked up well there. That is, I couldn't tell.
I believe Avoyevich again in there on the tackle. The initial contact along with Logan Pullum in there and Nolan Alford, I believe.
Yeah, I think Alford the first to hit there. If we have the replay, we don't. But I think the contact there, and then a slew of Bearcats come inside there.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3rd down and about 5 right here for the.
And look at the players of Dexter. They're feeling it right now. The crowd's with them. The kids are going, and they are hyped for a big 3rd down.
Big play coming up here for the Eagles.
Power formation again for Southern Boone. You would have to think maybe a pass out in the flat. Here comes a pass. Here he rolls. Good protection, and it is knocked away. Jackson Miller on a fantastic play on the outside.
And he was one of the ones leading the cheers there, Bobby, and he lived up to it. So great play by the sophomore Jackson Miller, and it's a 4th down.
Well, I'm a little confused for Southern Boone. Why leave in a power package when it is 3rd and I would say 6 on the play, I think at 5.
Right.
You know you're not going to run a power package again, most likely. You had to expect a rollout, and the Bearcats were ready for it.
Turnbow back deep for Dexter.
Here's a snap. It's good. Gets it away clean. Short kick. Turnbull will let it go again, and it takes a decent Dexter bounce, I'd say. Rolls down inside, down to the 39 out of bounds. So Bearcat offense to take over again there.
Second time for the Dexter Bearcats to take over. They take over at their own 39-yard line. And, you know, the Bearcat defense and the defensive backfield has been fantastic for Dexter this year. 10 interceptions between them all, and they've just done a great job of coverage all season as well. So
yeah, and you know, the perfect play, he didn't wrap the hand around the body and turn the receiver. He just dove in the last second, knocks the play around. Usually a lot of that has been caused by up-front pressure from Dexter's defensive linemen and linebackers, but that was just a great coverage play there on Jackson Miller. He made that one all on his own because the protection for the quarterback sure was nice. Just an incomplete pass. Here's offered in motion, hands to Graham up the middle. He's got nowhere to go. They are owning Dexter up front there. That is number, I believe, 42 on the tackle.
Yep, that was Hunter Ulrich. And
yeah,
and you're right. They are controlling that interior offensive and defensive line scrimmage. Right now, Southern Boone is controlling that. So 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, tough starting for Grams right here. He wants a block and needs it up front. I would suspect Dexter is going to look to some speed sets. Here's offered in motion. No hand. Howard looks. He's going to throw it long. He's got Warnick and caught. Warnick inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Huge first down for the Bearcats.
Langston Warnick, the sophomore, with the big catch. And I'm telling you that Jackson Howard put it right in his hands. That was a fantastic patch. He just waited till he got open, too. Great pass. Good protection by the line, yes.
Yeah, and that's part of the hustle right there of Langston Warnick. You know, we talked about it pregame, hustle and muscle, and Dexter is showing out both ways.
Yeah, great job that time by the offensive line of the Bearcats for protection.
That is Ibrahim. He is in single coverage up at the top, decently soft coverage. And now brings Grams down beside of him. Here's Warnick. Head is Warnick. He looks for the cut. He's got a hole. Gets inside. Could have been a face mask. Did not call. And he's tackled inside the 10 at the 6.
Going to be close to that first down and be close to a first and go. Good block. And once again, Jet Grams, you mentioned him. He moved up into that spot and threw a nice block to open that hole up, as well as the offensive line pushing out to the left. Offensive line for the Bearcats doing a nice job there.
Yeah, Justice Martin, number 56 for the Eagles, on the tackle. So Dexter's 2nd and 1. They are threatening. Clock ticks down to about 35 seconds. Will be under 30 time at snap probably. Howard sets his line. Offered in motion. Fake hand. Howard up the middle. He looks and gets stood up. Several guys in there. That is, looks like number 0, Tanner Shelton, first man to hit him. Yeah, flag at the line of scrimmage.
So we'll see what that's going to be here with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. It looks like it might be against Southern Boone. We'll see, though, what the call is, and it's going to be a personal foul face mask against Southern Boone. You thought they missed on the last one maybe, but that time they...
When you get a stop like that, you know, you can't have a penalty hit you that hard. And
right.
I think Southern Boone talked about that last week against Booneville. They just didn't have a penalty go their way. And then, you're sitting there, you got a good stop, and now it's first and goal for Dexter inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4 with 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yep. Grams walks up next to Howard right here. That is offered at the top, and Warnick at the bottom of the wing tee. Warnick in motion. Hands, and it's fumbled. And a huge turnover there. They get it. That is number 51 on the recovery. That is Michael Wisner.
Recovered by Southern Boone inside there, and just a bad handoff. That's the second time we've seen that from the Bearcats already that they've put the ball on the turf.
Yeah, that's a bad one for the Bearcats. You had it inside the 5-yard line, threatening to score and cough it up.
Yep, you gotta get a first down. I gotta get a touchdown right there. You're exactly right. So Southern Boone will have it 1st and 10 inside their or right at their 5 with 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Well, Southern Boone has not been able to muster much offense as of yet. You've got to wonder when they want to take it to the air, and here is Shearer in the shotgun. 2-2 set. They like to run out of that. It is a run. It's going to be a false start.
Yep, it will be, and it'll come back and move it back a couple of yards with 11 seconds to go now in the quarter.
Well, here's one deal they will struggle with. The jet sweeps. Dexter's got speed. I would think Dexter would be able to hang with them there. I think they've got to be able to win inside their trenches, and so far they haven't.
Right. So moves it back And it'll bring up second down now in about 13 or so from inside the 5 now. So we'll see what Southern Boone and Coach Mark Ross wants to draw up.
Looks like Langston Warner getting a little tape job here down low on the elbow. Here's a play. Quarterback's going to pass.
Wide open.
He's got a man. It's over the top and caught. He's at the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. He's going to go. It's going to be touchdown Southern Boone.
95-yard touchdown pass for the Southern Boone Eagles.
Jace Troth, that is their major guy, and he got open out there, and that's the one that Dexter had to cover, Jim, and they let him loose.
They did. He ran right down the middle of the field. He was wide open. He had 15 yards on the defensive back there, or 10 yards at least, and a perfectly thrown pass by Mason Shear hit him right in the hands. Troth with good speed, and it's a touchdown. The first touchdown Dexter's given up on the first-team defense has this year.
Well, we expected a battle, and Southern Boone brings it right back. Now they've got it 6-3 lead, and with the extra point coming, could take a 7-3 lead into the end of the first.
Jackson Woodard, a junior, set to kick here for the Eagles.
Here it is. Snap is down. Holds good. Kick is good. So Southern Boone, they go up 7-3 at the end of one. We will be back in 30 on Aycorp Sports. Welcome back, Jim. 96 yards on the play, I believe it was. 96
Yes.
yards. Jace Troth got the big touchdown there. Pass from Mason Shear puts the Eagles on the board. They lead 7-3 here at the end of one. So getting ready to start the second quarter. Dexter has had a lot of success running the ball outside. Inside has been tough.
Right.
But they've been good enough on the edges from the tight end and tackle spots, blowing open holes right there between the guard and tackle to make a cut. That's where they've been their best. Let's see what each team does to counter the successes in this game.
Yeah, exactly right. That'll be a biggie. First time Dexter has been behind all season. And you know, one of the talks around town in Dexter this week was Dexter needs a game like a Southern Boone. They needed a challenge here, and they've got it. First time they've been behind, first score they've let up. So it's good for Dexter to get that.
Here's Jackson Woodard. He is getting ready to kick off at his number 12, Nolan Alford, back deep to receive. And here we go. He puts it in the air. It is deep. Alford will have a chance to return this. He fills it at his 5, gets it up now past the 15, comes up near sideline. He's got a sideline move up past the 30. Out of bounds, looks like the 32, and that's where the Bearcats will take over on offense.
Run out of bounds there by Hudson Talley, a junior, and Dexter will take over first and 10. As you said, Dexter has moved the football well in the first quarter, but on one drive, a holding penalty. On a second drive, a fumbled snap recovered by our fumble on the handoff recovered by the Southern Boone Eagles has sort of stymied Dexter and only given him 3 points.
And both offensive drives have been inside the 20-yard line. They show they can move it. They've just got to complete drives to finish this thing off and put points on the board.
Absolutely.
Here is Grams. He will stand beside Howard. Wing formation, and that is Abraham to the bottom. Ball at the 32. There is Turnbow in motion. It goes to Grams. He's got a nice room to run right there. Runs into his own man. And Graham still fighting. Good yardage. Looks like a pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, he ran into Abraham out there who was trying to block. He picked up about 7. And that little misdirection there, the fake handoff on the sweep helped open up a little hole for him and picked up about, as we said, about 6, let's call it.
Well, if you're the wide receiver, Abraham, look, you don't look until that play is out and a wide open. You just keep pushing. You find somebody to put a hat and a heaven and a hand on, and you just block right there. Keep pushing upfield until you're in the wide open. Here's Grams again beside Howard. At his Turnbow in motion, he goes far side. He's got room, cuts it up, and taken down just short of the first down. Looks like a gain of 2 on the play.
Yep, about 2, maybe 2.5. Be about 1.5 yards to 2 yards for on the third down play here. Good job, better job that time of Southern Boone of controlling that jet sweep.
So looks like third and a long one, pushing 2-yard lines for the Bearcats here.
So last time they had something like this, it was a Jackson Howard run up the middle for a big first down. We'll see what Coach Jamerson draws up here.
Yep, very good speeds on both wing tees. Power in the middle from Grams.
I think this is a big play early on in the ball game for the momentum one way or the other for either team.
Jim, a little softer look for the linebackers, and they blitz. They blitz, and they're going to stack Howard up. And you have to watch them on blitzes. They love to be aggressive, and they were right there.
Yeah, and the offensive line of the Bearcats struggling a little bit inside in particular. So fourth down, be a fourth down, and I would assume Coach Jamerson would punt here for the Bearcats, but we'll see what the call is going to be on a fourth down and about 4.
We'll see what he does. He is going to he's bringing his team to the line right here.
Maybe trying to draw them off sides.
That is Graham's in the backfield. Pistol formation again. Howard checks the clock. That is Warnick in motion. Here's Howard. He looks to pass out to Turnbow, and it's caught. First down. Dexter and fumbles. He's got it back. Recovered the fumble at the 50. First down, Bearcats. Jim, in big games, Chad Jamerson takes chances, and he just did there.
He did, and that was and Jackson Howard really calm in that backfield. He had 2 receivers on this side of the field. Good job there. Turnbow caught it, took a step, then dropped it on the hit, but managed to fall on it, and it's a first down for Dexter.
Yep, he secured the football and made a football move when he turned upfield. The arm come in, knocked it loose, but he fell right on it. Here's Turnbow in motion, hands to Graham inside, and he just bounces off a man, makes another miss, and can't get around him. That goes for a loss on the play, number 24. That is Tariq Blue on the play.
Yeah, and Jet that time probably should have just turned it up the field. He tried to make one more move, and it cost him a couple of yards. He probably could have picked up a couple. He wouldn't have had a big game, but could have picked up a couple maybe. So second and about 12.
Well, a little humility for a offensive line who's been known as big and strong and moving people. Right now, that they have been humbled by this Southern Boone front. Those 3 men for Southern Boone have played well. They're athletic looking, and right now they're just getting the best of the Bearcats up front.
Yeah, they are. You're exactly right. Good.
Here's Howard. He's got Turnbull in motion. He's going to pass. Rolls out of the pocket. Gets it over the middle and incomplete. Just a little high again for Logan Pullum. It was right there and going to be probably first down yardage.
Yeah, just out of his reach. It was a little overthrown. I mean, Logan got his hands on it, but that was about it. So it's going to bring up a third down. Good job of rolling Jackson Howard out there for the Bearcats to give him the time to make the pass, but just a little overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, ball floated just a little bit on Jackson. So that's 2 big plays for Pullum just out of his reach. And, of course, the one would have been brought back on a flag, but that one had first down written all over.
And that one was, that wind's blowing from the west, and that may have caused just enough of it because that was the way he was throwing.
Here's that is Turnbow, and they jump again. Boy, they have been so good. That is Young again. They got to jump. That's his second.
Offside, so that'll make a third and 8 now or so instead of third and third and 7.
Third and 7 here. So ball is going to sit at the 47-yard line.
3rd and 7. Howard looks to the sideline.
Definitely a passing situation again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad spot for potentially with the way they put the pressure on, maybe a draw, but the offensive line of Dexter has to block a little better if something like that is to work.
Little softer. Look for the blitz here, maybe from Southern Boone. They back one man up. It goes to Warnick on the jet sweep. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got to look. First down yardage there for Warnick, and down at the 34-yard line. Jim, just a couple of weeks ago, Langston Warnick thought he had a broken bone in the shoulder. X-rays showed it could possibly be, turned out to be only something with a nerve issue going on.
Right.
Missed, I believe, a week of football and back on the field making a difference for the Bearcats.
He is making a difference. He's having a big night already for the Bearcats. 2 big carries and a big pass reception. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats at the 35 of Southern Boone.
Yeah, speed has been a great neutralizer for the Bearcats on the outside. Wing T, here is Turnbow in motion. He's coming outside now. He's going to try to cut a man and gets tripped up there. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, Turnbow will pick up about 4 on that, it looks like, as he tried to get outside on it. Good pursuit that time by the Eagles of Southern Boone.
Dexter's speed is stretching them side to side on the field. I'm going to tell you, that young fellow right there, number 75 Young, he is a big man. I mean, he just towers out there on that field.
He is a big young man, and no pun intended there. He's a big kid.
Really good-looking athlete. Plays one of the down linemen there on the defensive end. Here's Howard back in the gun. Has his group ready. Here's Howard. He looks to pass. He goes deep in one-on-one coverage to Abraham, and it is incomplete.
Good coverage out there. That was number 4. That is Jace Wren, a senior for the Eagles. Good coverage, and it brings up a third down for Dexter.
Yeah, and that ball's either got to be thrown way over him because he had great body position. Even there, if that ball's on the money, the body position, he's got a chance to reach up and knock that ball down.
Yeah.
Really tough to get anything in there. Great coverage on the outside. Here's Grams in a shotgun pistol. Behind Howard, he puts a man in motion, and another freeze play and another penalty.
That's going to be, I believe, that time will be.
That's Wisner, the man who recovered the fumble.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, the aggressive play of Southern Boone is actually working against them in a lot of situations here.
Offsides. That young man, Wisner, you were talking about, at least in the program, they've got him as a freshman. So that's
And sorry, Jim,
go
ahead.
No, that's okay. It's just I'm pretty impressive for a freshman out there, and he's a good-sized kid.
Well, the announcers last week, I listened to the game of Booneville. The announcers of Southern Boone talked about mixing in timing, and that would hurt them on defense, and it surely has. They talk about snap counts and where they've struggled with this, and it is shown again tonight, this afternoon. Howard puts a man in motion. That is Warnick. He's got it far side. Good pursuit and missed. Warnick again up and looks like a first down for the Bearcats down to the 29-yard line.
He will have a first down. That was Devin Turnbow on the outside block there to give him enough room for the first down. And we're seeing a lot of Langston Warnick. We knew he was quick, but he's getting a lot of time out there.
Yeah, I've been a fan, and I said early season I thought that Dexter needed to find more ways to keep Langston involved in his offense. Now, you didn't want to see it at the expense of McDonald, but,
right.
Langston is definitely making a difference.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 for Dexter. This drive started back in their own territory.
Howard in the gun. His line is set. He's ready again. Here comes Turnbow in motion. It's going to be Turnbow outside and met immediately and got away from it. And he turns something into nothing. That's just a missed tackle by number 42 who met him there. That was Ulrich.
Yeah, Turnbow with strength showed up there, got back to the line of scrimmage. Should have been a loss of about 3 there, but they got back to the line of scrimmage at least, and it'll be 2nd down as the clock continues to run here in the first half.
Jim, difference in a play there. That play was slow for Dexter trying to get out to the outside.
Yes.
There was no hustle to it right there. When it slowed down, that played back to Southern Boone's favor.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
A little bit more explosive play from Dexter has to happen.
Yeah, they've got to go a little quicker, make the cuts and everything a little quicker. You're right.
Grams will move back down the side of Howard here to his left. That is Neely up top as a wide receiver. Here is Howard. He looks to pass. He looks. He throws it toward the end zone, and it's going to be picked off. Well, and that's going to come out now. He's going to get it up past the 20. He's going to need help, or he's going to go. And that is Howard's last man. There is Neely there and taken down by Caden Lee. That is a 60-yard return on the interception for Southern Boone.
Braden Jackson on the return. And that pass was just underthrown. That had no chance whatsoever on that pass, and just a big return for Braden Jackson.
Yeah, a pass that should have never happened. I mean, they had everything covered up and just take your losses right there, run it, get it upfield, anything. But interception, and now Southern Boone has the ball sitting at the Dexter Bearcat 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for them, and the Bearcats, trying to go for the home run there as opposed to trying to pick up the first down.
Southern Boone has woke up the defense, got a big stop there, got the fumble recovery, and they are back in the shotgun here, and looks like a false start coming.
Procedure. And I thought coming into this game, Bobby, we didn't really talk about it, but I thought coming into this game, the team with less mistakes, and Dexter already with 2 turnovers to none for the Eagles, and that's you just can't do that against good football teams.
Yeah, Dexter has struggled in those departments tonight, no doubt. So it'll be a 1st and 15 as we get back to action here after the false start for Southern Boone. They look to be in a 2-wide set at the bottom, a little bit of a power formation to the top of the screen there. Runner back to the left. Man in motion. And here we go. They want to roll out near side. They look, and there's Pullum. He's going to take him down for a sack, and the rest of the Bearcats. Logan Pullum finally there. Great coverage for Dexter, and that caused that sack, Jim.
Yeah, that was a coverage sack. You're exactly right. The defensive backs just did a really nice job of covering everybody down the field. No place to go with it, and because of that, it was a sack.
Yeah, there was big Ethan Glaus back there. Pullum met him. Glaus turned him back into Pullum, but the bottom side of the screen there, the coverage for the Bearcats, they had everything pulled up. Alford dropped into coverage into that area he was rolling to, and that kept the ball in the quarterback's hands. And the big men did the rest there for Dexter. Here is Shear. He's in a shotgun. He looks like we've got a timeout on the field for Southern Boone.
I think there's a question about the down. I believe it should be second down, not third down. But we'll see if they get that all scoped out or not. But it is a timeout for Southern Boone either way.
Yeah, because a false start happened at 1st and 10, I believe.
Right.
False start, so that's 2nd and 15.
No, 1st and 15 because it was a false start.
1st and 15.
And then the sacks. So it should be second down and 18, I believe.
Yeah, so let's see if they correct that. And, yes, they will. They're going to flip it, and they do.
Good.
So back to 2nd and 15
Good.
as we stay live here in this timeout. Right now, Dexter is doing all the things defensively they need to do. They're getting out wide, covering the gaps in the field. The only thing I haven't seen Southern Boone is try anything with the middle, but still the linebackers are sitting well. They drop one linebacker on the outside, other brings pressure, then, they flip-flop. Dexter's defensive plan, except for one play, has worked tremendously well this game.
Yeah, it's worked well, but like I said, the one big play, and then really it's been for Dexter, it's been the offense that has struggled, and they're picking up a lot of yardage, just not finishing drives, and that's hurt them so far.
Yeah, and even this last drive, they lost a little aggressive play on the jet sweeps. Maybe a Warnick looked good on some, but they lost that edge they had, I thought.
Yep.
So here we go again. They got two receivers at the top, one at the bottom here. That's a man in motion. And here's a quarterback fake hand. Here comes the Dexter, and that's a screen. And that's a beautiful one. And a great block there, and he's taken down by Christian Wirtz. Boy, that is a tremendous block by number 71 on Hero.
Yeah, it was. That was Owen Ditzfield with a great block out there and a great play call on the screen. From up here, it's so easy to see when that defensive line gets through that easily. It's a screen being set, and that was a dandy block on Avoyevich.
Yeah, that was Travers Hunnell on a play. Here's the hand. That goes to number 21, tries to bounce it outside, and he does, and he's tackled there for a first down, and here comes the flag. That's going to be a hold on the outside. They had Alford held out there, and you saw him reach with one hand and couldn't get loose with the body.
Yeah, so
that was coming back.
That'll come back a little bit. And it'll bring up a third down then and about 13 or so, I believe. 12 maybe. So for two good football teams, a number of penalties already, more than either coach would like to see, I would think.
Yeah, for a clash of top 10 teams in the state of Missouri for Class 3 it is. Jim, nice crowd on hand. They have filled out well on a Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
And we're ready for this one.
Yeah. Southern Boone brought a very nice crowd down on a Saturday afternoon like this.
Talking to some of the folks before the game, Southern Boone was really nervous about the weather yesterday coming down. Rightfully so. A lot of high winds and rains. And a lot of nervousness of having to travel 4 hours just to get to a football game, which would have not have been a 4-hour drive. It would have been a lot more at that point with the rain. So that would have been a tough night. Empty backfield here. 3 to the bottom, 2 at the top. Here comes Dexter. They're trying to get to the quarterback. Offered in pursuit, and he's going to knock it loose. Ball's on the turf, and it is going to be Southern Boone will recover. So that is at the 45-yard line.
That's two big plays by Owen Ditzfield in this series for the Eagles. One, a big block, and then the fumble recovery there to be ready for that. So it'll be a fourth down, and it appears Southern Boone will attempt to punt. But, inside your own territory, you always got to look for the potential fake.
So, Jim, I believe that is sack number 8 on the season for Nolan Alford.
I believe that's right.
The best I have researched, the record at Dexter is 9.
I think that
in a single season. Here is the snap, punt coming. It is away cleanly. Good punt. That's going to drive Dexter back near the 12-yard line is where it goes out. So that's where they will take over on offense. So the defense stands, Jim, and let's see if the offense can get it going to the outside again.
That was a big stand by the defense of the Bearcats. And both these teams, we knew this was going to be a defensive battle probably. Both these teams, neither one let up a lot of points. I think Southern Boone only lets up like 10 a game or something, and Dexter's only allowed, 6 or something a game, 5 or something a game. So we knew it was going to be a defensive battle, no question.
Dexter is, like we talked about earlier, they have won the outside battle, been tough up the middle. I would think you're going to see runs right here trying to get a little bit of breathing room.
I would think that's probably right.
So a 3 wide receiver set. That is Abraham at the bottom of the screen, then Warnick, and here comes outside 2 Grams. Try to give him a little room to run. He powers forward for a couple. He's up near the 15, so that's about a gain of 3, we'll call it, maybe 4.
Yeah. Jet Grams is having a tough day, and that's made a tough day by the good defensive play of the Southern Boone, particularly their line and their linebackers, to keep him under control.
You know, one difference I'm seeing from Graham at this game, Jim, he is stand tall. He needs to play lower the pads right there and bring the muscle back to his run and run over people, put a lick on them, make them feel it. If they're going to tackle you for a short gain, at least make them feel the hit. Pistol formation, that is Warnick in motion. He's got it, goes far side, looks for room to run. He's got an edge and breaks through. First down, Bearcats. Up to the 22-yard line is Warnick.
Yeah, Langston Warnick probably close to 100 total yards already in this ball game. We've got a first down, and they'll move it up with 2:53 to go here in the first half.
Jim, I'm not 100% sure McDonald's done. They keep working at him over the side right there. He's ran. They've taped. They're looking at ways to get him back in this football game. Graham moves back to the side of Howard here. Here's Turnbow in motion. Hands to Turnbow. He tries to get outside. Makes a man miss. Runs over another man and out to the 32-yard line. Turnbow now just punishes, and that's slow to get up. That's number 13 on the tackle, Braden Jackson. He absolutely lowered his shoulder into the young man.
Yep, he sure did. That's a first down, 10-yard run there for Turnbow. Turnbow goes about 205, I think, so he can lower the boom on you a little bit.
And Howard gets him to jump yet again. They did not touch. I don't guess they crossed.
Right, didn't cross.
Well, he almost got him again. Here's Howard. He hands inside pitch to Turnbow. He's looking for room, and nothing there. Just stood up. Number 51, that's Wisner. First man there to hold on to a leg. Finished off by number 15, Brock Gamble. Jim, neat story on Brock Gamble. I was talking to him earlier before the game. This summer, he broke both bones. You see right there in his right arm, the black forearm right there.
Yep.
He broke both bones in that forearm. They had to go in and cut him open in two spots on the arm, inserted a plate, and the young man is back out here starting on defensive end for him. What a story for that young guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of want-to for that.
Howard back in the gun, pistol formation with the Bearcats. That is Warnick in motion. Howard's going to pass. He looks. He has Turnbow caught, and he is up near the first down. Has it, I believe. Official marking right at the yards marker there.
Yep.
So
be close. Be very close.
Looks like it's going to be a pickup of 10.
Good pass. The backs of Dexter. Timeout called by Coach Jamerson.
Yeah, good decision right here. It is close to halftime. We hadn't taken many breaks. We're not going to take one here either. It's 1:40 before the half. 7-3. Dexter moving the football now. Sits at their own 42. They've got time because they've got 2 timeouts left. I think you're going to see them get a little bit more aggressive over fake handoffs and throws, Jim. And that's just me thinking, but
I think that could be right. I think what they have to be careful of not being too aggressive and turn the ball over here and giving Southern Boone the ball back with a minute left or something in the half. And
the reason I say that because they've had so much success on the outside. Now,
yes.
They may very well say, you know what, we've got the middle of the field open. We're going to get the first down and just stop the clock, move the chains.
Right, and there's the possibility of that too. So.
Yeah, Logan Pullum would be my choice right there over the middle. He's been very strong at that tight end position, not necessarily this year, but in the past. He's been a first-team all-conference player for the Bearcats the last 2 seasons at the tight end position.
Right.
So look for him maybe going straight up the middle of the field. That could be a tight end dump play right there. A lot of possibilities on the field for the Bearcats.
This drive started back at the Bearcat 12.
Houston Neely in single coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. And they back Neely up there now. Here's Pullum in motion. That's Pullum coming near side, block outside, and makes a cut back inside. Boy, the Dexter Bearcats are struggling right there, and Pullum does good just to get a 1-yard gain.
Well, that was Young from his defensive end spot that came across and forced him back inside. And that's a big young man to come from the far side of the field on that defensive end side to make him turn it back in.
So, and I couldn't remember the lineman for the Bearcats right there out front, but get physical with that young man. He just kind of stood there in his way. Get physical and put him on his tail. Here's Howard. He looks to pass. He throws it outside and behind Graham, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Dexter.
With 1:08 to go here before halftime. So if you stop the clock once again here on an incomplete pass for some reason, if you're Dexter, it becomes a minute or so to go in the half, and Shear, who's a good passer, with a chance to move the ball down the field.
Well, look for the linebackers to be aggressive right here. They love to blitz linebackers. This is a blitzing situation, 3rd and 9.
I would think you've got to keep Jet Grams in the backfield here if you're going to pass the football to try to pick up a blitzer.
Great time for a screen if you think they're going to blitz. No blitz right here. They sit. Here's Howard, throws it over the middle, and it's picked off at the 49-yard line. Nope, we've got it incomplete. Incomplete. The official waves it off.
So it'll be almost intercepted there by Eli Piper, but it'll be an incomplete 4th down. And really, there was no Bearcat in the territory of that pass that time.
Yeah, that's just a decision that can't happen again. You know, that's some nerves coming in. That's wanting to make a play, and that was intended for a pull-on, but well short of him.
So Dexter will send Jackson back to punt here.
Howard is a good punter. He needs to get one deep, high snap.
Great catch of the snap.
And good punt. That's going to go deep and over his head. That's going to bounce inside the 20. He fields that, and Dexter takes it down. Very good. That is inside the 20 at about the 17.
Joseph Paisley with the tackle.
Yeah, great coverage out there for the Bearcats.
So long field with 52.6 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left for Southern Boone here. They have the ball on their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10. So we'll see if they want to try to make something happen or just sit on it and go to the locker room up 7-3.
Well, Dexter's going into a safety set. That is Langston Warnick, number 24. He's going to stand about near the 40-yard line. His job is simple. Don't let anybody over the top of you and go make a play and knock it down. Prevent defense for the Bearcats. They've got Warnick, Miller, Neely, Hill, and Devin Turnbow out there. Everybody spread out, and that is pull them now in coverage. Here's a pass. It's going to be short and quick, incomplete and out of bounds, intended for number 81. That is Eli Piper.
Yeah, Eli Piper. So just trying to pick up a little short gain there and go to the sideline, just overthrown a little bit, brings up 2nd down.
Not much time off the clock. 49.5 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter.
This is about what I think you would assume this game would be, Bobby. 7-3 and 2 good teams like this, a close football game. Just what you wanted. Hero
Here we
blitzes.
go again. And that is short, incomplete again. So setting up an interesting situation. It is 3rd and 10 now with only 46.7, so no time off the clock. It gives Dexter a chance. If you can get a stop here, you're going to be in good field position looking at a possibility.
Right, absolutely. And you certainly, if you do get a stop here, you've got to put some pressure on the punter, no question.
Any play that happens, Dexter's got to make sure it stays in front of them. That was a freeze play there. Dexter did not jump. Shear now changes the play at the line.
If Voyevich is going to blitz or not, I'd say he is probably. He does come.
Here it comes, and a run up the middle by the quarterback. He's going to get it. It's going to be right at the 1st down marker. I believe he's got it.
I believe he does too, Bobby. He'll be out to about the 28, and that's Shear. And he's been there, like I said, one of their leading runners all season. We haven't seen that much in this game, but a 1st down, and we'll bring up from their own 27, and they're set to go here.
So it shows the Eagles have 3 timeouts left. Jim, I thought they took one earlier. Here's Shear. He's looking to pass. Nothing there. He's going to come upfield now, commits to the run, and tries to get out of bounds and will. That's Hero that knocks him out.
Yeah, that was a big missed tackle there by Dexter. If they could have tackled him in the field of play, they would have had to have called their last timeout, or another timeout, but they didn't do that. So 24 seconds to go, and 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Well, right now, Dexter's got to get a stop. They do not want to give him a chance to get another point on the board.
Good field goal kicker, too, for this group.
That's out quick and down right there immediately at the 45.
And that's a quick time out there after a pickup of about 3.
They've got a timeout. We're going to slide one in right here as well. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports. Welcome back to Dexter. It is a 2nd and 6 situation. 19.9 seconds left on the clock. Timeout was taken there by Southern Boone after a short gain on a pass. Right now, Dexter's just got to keep them out of field goal range. Even the 30-yard line, Jim, that's going to be a long field goal. That would be somewhere near, I'd say, 47 yards for a high schooler to kick.
Right. That would be a tough one. But they've got it. Dexter, like you said, has got to keep it in front of them. And not give him the chance, really, to put it long. Shear's got a good arm, though. We know that.
Dexter rushes 3. That's offered in pursuit. Misses, and a hold is coming back. And he knocks it
hit.
away. Alford recovers after he was in pursuit, knocked that football away, and the best thing is for Dexter, they just got the penalty, Jim.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They got the benefit of both sort of there. They got the ball knocked away and a holding against Southern Boone, so that'll move it back 10. And that quickness of Nolan Alford is tough. I mean, they're having a hard time controlling that, his speed. That's the hold.
Alford looks to be checking out there. He's got an arm closed in. I don't know what happened. I know he caught him, I believe, with that right arm on the deflection. Right here, if I'm Southern Boone, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to take a knee, and that's it. 12 seconds left. At this point in the football game, you're this deep in your own territory. It looks like they're going to try to run a play. They do. Here's the it's going to be a pass play. It's a screen. It is caught, trying to get it upfield. Dexter in pursuit, and that's Womble.
Nice pursuit by Womble there.
Well, that is the sub for Alford, and that is Rhett Womble. He has been really fun to watch this year when we've seen him.
He has. 1.7 seconds left here, so one would assume with the timeout from the Southern Boone Eagles that they would throw something deep down the field here to try to get a score here or a pass interference or something right before the end of the half.
Yeah, the timeout on the field, so 1.7. Jim, this game has been everything has been built up to be. The offense necessarily hadn't, the scorebooks hadn't lit up. There has been offense in the game, but just a hard-fought battle right now, both teams.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. East Prairie leads Kennett 8-0 in the second quarter, I understand, from our friend Corey Sisk.
Well, that's one there. I would have had East Prairie, maybe the power they've had up front. Of course, they play a slow game and really eat the clock, but I kind of had East Prairie pick to stretch this one on out if it's a guessing game for me there.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Just a reminder, too, that we've got volleyball on Monday and Tuesday night this week. Monday night will come from Kennett and the Kennett and Bernie. Tuesday night will be Dexter and at Advance. And then Friday night we'll be bringing you the Jackson Cape Central football game here on Aycorp Sports.
So here we go. Shotgun look. Dexter's going to bring 3. Trying to get through, and it's going to be Shear. He's just going to run it and gets past the marker there. First down, so out of bounds. That will take us to the end of the second. It's at the half. It's Dexter 3, Southern Boone 7.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
At First State Bank and Trust, your future matters to us. Whether opening your first checking account or growing savings for the future, we're here to help with innovative tools and personalized service. FSBT offers a range of deposit options to fit your needs. For nearly a century, we've been committed to the financial needs of our local customers. Secure your future with a bank that's been trusted for generations of families in Southeast Missouri. First State Bank and Trust. Your money, your future, your bank. For 90 years. Member FDIC.
What First State Community Bank means to me is, it says it in its name, community.
We're family, we care about one another, whether it's in our SEMO markets or we can reach out to someone in Farmington, Columbia. They're always there to assist.
We are very customer focused. Our employees do a great job with listening to the customers.
The tellers know 100% of all customers by their name.
If you want to feel at home, then walk into the doors of First State Community Bank.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $6.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $6.99. Hardee's Original Bag. Loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
Senator Jason Bean is proud to represent Southeast Missouri and the Boot Heel in the Missouri Senate. High school football is a positive avenue for our student athletes to build character, compete, and grow. Senator Jason Bean wishes all our student athletes and coaches a successful season.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs in Memphis. Oh my gosh, the gumbo is out of this world, but you gotta try the King's Triple Decker Slam Burger. You'll love it.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up and coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
At First State Bank and Trust, your future matters to us. Whether opening your first checking account or growing savings for the future, we're here to help with innovative tools and personalized service. FSBT offers a range of deposit options to fit your needs. For nearly a century, we've been committed to the financial needs of our local customers. Secure your future with a bank that's been trusted for generations of families in Southeast Missouri. First State Bank and Trust. Your money, your future, your bank. For 90 years. Member FDIC.
What First State Community Bank means to me is, it says it in its name, community.
We're family, we care about one another, whether it's in our SEMO markets or we can reach out to someone in Farmington, Columbia. They're always there to assist.
We are very customer focused. Our employees do a great job with listening to the customers.
The tellers know 100% of all customers by their name.
If you want to feel at home, then walk into the doors of First State Community Bank.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $6.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $6.99. Hardee's Original Bag. Loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
Senator Jason Bean is proud to represent Southeast Missouri and the Boot Heel in the Missouri Senate. High school football is a positive avenue for our student athletes to build character, compete, and grow. Senator Jason Bean wishes all our student athletes and coaches a successful season.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs in Memphis. Oh my gosh, the gumbo is out of this world, but you gotta try the King's Triple Decker Slam Burger. You'll love it.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
At First State Bank and Trust, your future matters to us. Whether opening your first checking account or growing savings for the future, we're here to help with innovative tools and personalized service. FSBT offers a range of deposit options to fit your needs. For nearly a century, we've been committed to the financial needs of our local customers. Secure your future with a bank that's been trusted for generations of families in Southeast Missouri. First State Bank and Trust. Your money, your future, your bank. For 90 years. Member FDIC.
What First State Community Bank means to me is it says it in its name, community.
We're family, we care about one another, whether it's in our SEMO markets or we can reach out to someone in Farmington, Columbia. They're always there to assist.
We are very customer focused. Our employees do a great job with listening to the customers.
The tellers know 100% of all customers by their name.
If you want to feel at home, then walk into the doors of First State Community Bank.
Welcome back to Charles Bland Stadium here in Dexter as the Southern Boone Eagles lead the Bearcats 7-3 in this one. Jim, we have been graciously given some stats from our friend Brett Dorton, who has shared those with us today. So we're going to run through those first. I'll run through the team stats, and then I'll let you hit the individuals. In the game, first downs, Dexter leads that department 11-4. Rushing first downs, Dexter has 7, Southern Boone with 3. On the passing, Dexter has 4. Southern Boone has 1 first down off of that. Rushing attempts, Southern Boone only 7 rushing attempts. Dexter 27 rushes for 156 yards on the ground. Southern Boone only 7 for 34. Rushing yards lost, Southern Boone has lost 4. Dexter has lost 41 on the play. Really no passing yards. Dexter looks to have 77 passing yards in the game. Southern Boone 130. That's a big one. Total offensive plays. Southern Boone only run 14 offensive plays to Dexter's 36. And total net yards, Southern Boone 160, Dexter 192. It's kind of settled there, but the one big play for Southern Boone really, Jim, has made up the majority of their yards in this game. Dexter's just got to find ways to finish those drives. Average yard per play, Southern Boone at 11.4 off that big play. Dexter at 5.3, most of that coming through the ground like that. In other words, turnovers, punt yards, looking down through anything significant on that. Really nothing more there. Third down conversion, Southern Boone 2 of 4, Dexter 4-6. Time of possession, I would think that's also won't hit that one. And Dexter, I believe that they have 2 sacks. It says 1 for 4 on this one, but he's got to go back in and change that on his numbers. But Dexter with 2 sacks in the games. And Jim, I'll let you run through some individual numbers there.
Yeah, so far for Southern Boone, running the ball, Mason Shear 5 attempts, 25 yards, 1 carry for Logan Bishop, 1 carry for Travers Hunot, and 30 yards total net on the ground. 4 of 7 passing from Mason Shear for 130 yards, 1 TD. Out of that, no interceptions. Troth, Hunot, Bishop, and Piper all with the reception. Of course, Troth with the big touchdown reception. Punting, Sam Palmer is 2 punts, average of 32 yards. For the Bearcats, rushing the ball, Langston Wernick, 5 carries for 43 yards. Lee Michael McDonald, 3 carries for 30 yards, but he injured an ankle and has been out. Devin Turnbow, 6 carries for 29. Nolan Alford, 2 carries for 17. 3 carries for Jackson Howard for a net of 10 yards. Houston Neely, a carry for 6 yards. Logan Pullum at 1 yard, and Jet Graham's minus 21 yards today, and that's been a big thing. Jackson Howard, 4 of 8, 1 interception, 77 yards passing. Turnbow with 3 catches, and Wernick with a catch. Let's see if I can get punting for the Bearcats. I don't know if I can read that or not here. Well, I tell you what, let's go to tackles. Havoyevich with 3, Alford with 2, Connor Hill with 1, just a variety of tackles in there. And really it comes down to, Bobby, that the number of plays is just shocking to me, 14 to 30 plus for Dexter. Dexter's controlled the game offensively, yet shot themselves in the foot twice with a fumble and interception, 3 times actually, a fumble, interception, and a holding penalty that just set up a field goal instead of maybe a touchdown. And that's really what sort of has put them behind 7-3 right now.
Yeah, Dexter has not been able to run the ball with Grams up the middle. That's hurt them. Good news for Dexter Bearcats fan. Alford back in the game. Looks like he has an elbow taped right there, so he is back in action. He is back to receive this kick here. This kick will be coming from number 32. That is Jackson Woodard, the junior for the Eagles.
I did notice Woodard making them from about 40 yards as they was warming up, so he can kick a field goal, no question.
Here comes Woodard as we get ready to start the third, and here we go. It's deep. Alford will take that at about his own. Nope, he's going to let it go in the end zone. So touchback Bearcats, and they will start out at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for Dexter. Good choice there by Alfred, I think. And it really comes down to, this has been a good football game, 2 good football teams, 2 really good defenses that have played very well. So it's 1st and 10 for Dexter from their own 20 to start the second half.
Howard comes in, they've got some first downs off the pass, but he's really floated a couple balls and missed on them that he would probably like to have back. He's had a chance to have some really big passes in this game, just hadn't been able to make them happen. Let's see how he can start here to start the third.
And Southern Boone has controlled the offensive line, the defensive line a little bit as well here. The Dexter offensive line is going to block it a little better.
Abraham to the top wide receiver. That is Alford, and then Warnick, who is in motion. Double move. That's Alford with a hand. He's upfield. He's got room. He's to the 35. Now to the 50, and he's going to be taken down at the 44-yard line. Dexter right away with a big play to start the third.
Braden Jackson on the tackle, and he's a quick kid because he caught Alford, which surprises me. But
there's going to be an
job
inside
here.
block. And there, all of them got in there. Boy, they come
Grams
across.
for one for a block there, and then the offensive line doing what they needed to do, and a big pickup for the Bearcats.
Well, that's how Dexter starts it. So Howard now a little bit more comfortable room to work as the ball sits at the 40-yard line.
40-yard carry there for Nolan Alford.
Howard back to the pistol formation. He has Grams behind him. Warnick at the bottom of the screen, then Alford at the wing tee. That's Warnick. Hand inside to Grams. Good hole there. Grams breaks free now. Runs through a couple of would-be tacklers. Inside the 20 to the 15. Stiff arm. Get out of my way. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Wow, what a run by Jet Grams. He just ran some people over there. And that's the power. You were talking about the muscle. That's the muscle right there, Bobby. I'm telling you what, he just ran some kids over for the touchdown.
So 2 runs of 40 yards for the Bearcats open up the third quarter, and Jet Grams just looks like a grown man among middle schoolers out there.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run. A great stiff arm there at the end for the touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. Man, there was a huge hole for Jet to run through on that first initially, and then he took care of it the rest of the way.
And Dexter's missing a kicker, person on the kicking team right here.
Yeah, and they sure don't want to get a penalty here. You'd like to get this.
Under 9, 8. We'll see if they get it off. 6, 5, 4.
Everybody's set.
It's good. Holds good. Kick is good. Bearcats take the lead here, 10-7, as we open up the third. Again, 2 40-yard runs. The first by Alford, the next by Grams, and Dexter gets pay dirt right there. Well, I think that's, again, Dexter has exploded. So, Jim, interesting enough, Dexter won the outside battles in the first half.
Right.
They couldn't get anything going on inside. They just had 2 inside runs.
2 inside runs, you're exactly right. I don't know if they changed their blocking scheme or what exactly at halftime, but the last hole in particular, the first hole, Alfred sort of slid through a little hole, but that hole that time was I could have run through. Now, I couldn't have run over people like Grams did, but I could have run through that hole. It was a big one. So, big run there, and nice job by the offensive line, and Parker King will kick off for the Bearcats here.
Yep. Parker's first kickoff here. That is tally number 22 and number 13, Jackson, back to receive this kick. And, in the first run, that was a little trickery there. Was it going to go to Warnick or Alford? Alford got the pitch. But the second one, that was Grams just blowing through there on a wide open hole for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it was.
Here's King. He kicks it deep. It's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line. And here comes Jackson with it.
And Connor Hill read it perfectly and turned him back inside, and then Womble on the tackle.
I'm going to tell you, if those kids up front, the senior leaders has for Dexter, weren't so good, Womble would start on any team right now.
I agree with that. He is a dandy player. And like I said, give Connor Hill some credit there. He ran his lane and stayed in his lane as opposed to going to the ball originally and turning back inside for Womble to make the tackle.
Dexter looks to get going back again on defense. They've been really good there outside of one play tonight. H&H Construction in this game, boy, they've been strong in there with Hill and Hrvojevic. Here is the hand. It goes far side and looks to make a hole. He is taken down by Alford on the play after a gain of 5.
Yeah,
that
good.
is number 21, Emmett Long.
Yeah,
no,
good.
I'm sorry, Hunnell.
Hunnell, good pickup that time. Good hole and good pickup there. And Hunnell is a little bit, to a certain extent, like Graham's in that he's not the biggest speedster, but he runs hard in there.
Yeah, 2nd and 4, so 6-yard pickup on the play. A little bit more than what Dexter's been accustomed to giving up right now. They have been tough. Shear changes it at the line. He's got a 2 wide receiver set at the bottom and a sniffer back at the top. Here's the inside hand again to Hunnell. He is going to be hit there by Caleb Gott. Miller in on the play as well as Hrvojevic. And Gott is slow to get up.
Yep. First down here for the Eagles, just up the middle.
Yeah, so first down run. Hrvojevic credited on that one.
And just the opposite of once again of the first half, where Southern Boone threw the ball a lot early on and didn't run it much. Here, 2 good runs to start the second half for them.
Yeah, 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom here. Here is Shear. He hands that back to Hunnell. He looks for room and taken down immediately. That is Hero and looks like number 4, Connor Hill, and a flag comes in.
So we'll see what that's going to be. Is that going to be a hold, or it looks like on defense
I'm
maybe?
going to think it's going to be a face mask maybe, because if not, it's going to be a hold in the area it is.
Yeah. We'll see what the call is going to be. Is it going to be a personal foul, chop block?
Whoa, that's interesting. You hardly ever see that go against the defense. Usually a chop block, blocking them below the waist. I've never seen it called on the defense. It's always the offense I've seen it called on.
I guess I'm a little confused.
Well, I'm sure it's what they're doing. They're trying to get under their blocker there.
Yeah,
so
I guess that's
they're
right.
blocking low. So I guess you can't do it from the outside, because I know a lineman can just dive down and take out the lower legs.
And you got to protect the kids' legs, no question. So big first down there for the Eagles.
Here we go, inside hand again, and that's upfield, and he's going to go. He is broken through, and he is inside the 15 and down at the 3. They've got him at the 1 now, but Houston Neely and poor tackling by the Bearcats.
Tanner Shelton there with a big run, a little misdirection, big run, and a first and goal from the 1.
Well, and nobody there. They cut him back inside like they should, and nobody come up and filled that hole.
Good job of the offensive line of Southern Boone with their drive to the right side, and they opened it up.
Well, a defensive battle the first half, and now it is an offensive onset by both teams in the second. Power formation right here, jumbo package for the Eagles. That's inside hand. He's stuck up and good.
Ball's
touchdown.
loose. We'll see what the call is. It is a touchdown. You're right.
Yeah, as soon as the ball crossed, they gave the touchdown, so no fumble on the play. Touchdown Eagles. They go back up now 13-10, and we will see with the coming kick.
So that's a 75-yard drive, an 80-yard drive for Dexter to start the half, a 75-yard drive for Southern Boone here as we to answer that, and just very interesting.
Well, that was really close right there. Hrvojevic wanted it knocked out of the way, but I think he just got it across the goal line for the score. Here's a kick by Woodard. It's up and good, so that makes it 14-10. The Eagles lead it. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back here on Aycorp Sports.
Hey, what First State Community Bank means to me is it says it in its name, community.
We're family. We care about one another, whether it's in our SEMO markets or we can reach out to someone in Farmington, Columbia. They're always there to assist.
We are very customer focused. Our employees do a great job with listening to the customers.
The tellers know 100% of all customers by their name.
If you want to feel at home, then walk into the doors of First State Community Bank.
Back to Dexter. So both teams have scored on the opening drives in the third quarter. Dexter with 2 40-yard runs, and then the Eagles come right back and drive at 75 yards, I believe, Jim, for their score as well. So offense has picked up. Defense a little lacking this quarter.
Yeah, just very interesting as it was such a defensive effort, and just says the offensive adjustments that both teams made in the locker room at halftime. So in the first less than 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes here, we have 2 quick scores.
Yeah, Dexter couldn't run inside in the first half, and they blow 2 open. And then really Southern Boone couldn't run at all, and they just marched it down the field on nothing but a run game.
Right.
Here is Woodard. That's Alford back deep to receive. He puts it. It's going to be a short kick. Alford will come up, fields it at his 11. Here he comes. He is out past the 30. Now he's got some room to work with, up past the 40. He's got more room, stiff arm and out of bounds near midfield. That's where Dexter starts at the Southern Boone 49, Jim.
So big return for Nolan Alford and a 1st and 10 for the Bearcats here, just at the midfield stripe. And good field position. You couldn't ask for much better than that to start.
Again, Dexter wants to come out. I'm going to imagine, again, you're going to see a dose of Grams. You're going to, I would go Grams right back again off that big play they just had. You've got Grams, Turnbow, and Warnick really as your runners in the game right here.
Yep. We'll see what what Coach Jamerson wants to do here.
Single coverage to the bottom of the screen. They walk linebackers up tight. Howard wanted them to jump. They did not. Play clock under 5 now. And here it is. Here's Warnick coming near side. And linebacker comes up. Warnick gets through the tackle up to the 45. Nice pickup for Dexter. So that's 4 yards on a play, we'll say.
Braden Jackson with the tackle. If he gets past Braden Jackson right there, it was trouble for Southern Boone, but a good tackle by Jackson at the ankles that brings up 2nd down and 4 for Dexter.
Yeah, that was actually placed at the 44. So nice pickup on 1st down.
Warnick's been a nice threat today for the Dexter team.
You know, smaller guy, good speed, but he cuts well. He sees it when he needs to cut. He doesn't miss many cuts when he needs to turn it upfield. Very good instinctive football player. Here we go. Here's Grams coming up the middle of the field. He's got a hole now and runs through more tacklers and still on his feet. He's going to push it stiff arm again. Jet Grams pushing another man off of him. The big man rumbles today, folks. Big 1st down for Jet Grams.
He just made some things happen there, folks. And once he gets, there's the replay, you'll see good hole there, and then he just ran over a couple linebackers, went down the field, good stiff arm on the safety there. Then goes down the sideline, gets it down to about the 12 or so, 1st and 10. But once again, nice hole in the middle for him to make the initial run through.
Yeah, 2 really good stiff arms on that play by Grams and a ankle tackle that he just ran out of.
So 1st and 10, the Bearcats can pick up a 1st down here.
Dexter has struggled inside the 20 this evening. Here we go. That's Warnick in motion. Goes to Grams up the middle. He's going to rumble through for some more yardage and stood up finally. So forward progress gets him down to about the 8-yard line, we're going to say.
Yeah, pick up about 4 there for Jet that time. And you're right. The Bearcats have they had a holding penalty down here that got them out, and they only got a field goal out of it. They fumbled down the 5-yard line, so they have struggled in the red zone. So they really need to try to complete this drive right here, which started started at the 50, actually.
A lot of room to work with at the bottom of the screen for a jet sweep for Turnbow. Howard tried to get him to jump. They didn't. He'll reset and look. Here we go. That's Warnick in motion. Gives to Warnick. He looks for the cut. He's got it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Now that's Dexter football right there. Jet Grams up the middle, and then the jet sweep from one of those wing backs, and the Bearcats take the lead right back. And 3 possessions, 3 drives for touchdowns here to start the second half.
Well, anytime Jet Grams is running the football well, that's good for everybody else on the team because that's going to open up things. You know, people have to be concerned about what he can do. And Jim, early on we talked about it, how Dexter sometimes struggles in the first half and dominates the second.
Landon Anniser with a really nice block to open that up, and the extra point is good.
Yeah, Parker King through, so that takes it 17-14 Bearcats right now. You know, and back to that point, a lot of kids having to play both ways. Dexter really starting to get their strength in the second half of the football. It's been over and over again this season. You worry in the first half, and then the second half, Dexter just seems to, show some power.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That offensive line, like I said right there, on that last touchdown run, Landon Annister with a really nice kick-out block and to give Warnick the opportunity to get in the end zone.
Little credit for those guys real quick because they don't hear their name much. That's Sawyer Rasher, Peyton Hartline, Caden Lee, Zach Billingsley, Landon Annister on that offensive line, and they are showing out here in the second half.
They are. So Parker King will be set to kick off for the Bearcats once again. 7:45 to go here in the third quarter, and Dexter leads by 3.
Yep. Talley and Jackson back again to receive this kick. Here we go. King puts it in the air. Going to be more of a line drive. That is going to be Talley. He runs over toward King. It's going to be Talley keeps it. Bearcats pursue and miss for one. And Paisley takes him down on the next at the 21-yard line. Great coverage for Dexter on the play.
Yeah, once again, Dexter does a nice job of staying in their lanes and just a really nice job there. And Paisley, that's his second special teams tackle this afternoon.
Well, let's see what the Dexter defense comes out. Magnificent in the first half outside of one play and gave up a 75-yard drive on the opening drive for Southern Boone here, starting a third. Meisner has Shear has really not ran the football a ton this game. He's let Hunnell do the work for him. Hunnell's to his left. That's a hand to Hunnell. He goes far side. He is going to be picked up there by Alford and chased out of bounds.
Yeah, be pushed out of bounds there for basically no gain. So second down and about 10 or so for the Eagles.
Yeah, no gain on the play. Jim, it's been really tough to run toward Alford's side this year. He stretches that play out well, whether he makes a tackle or not.
Yeah, with that speed, he does a good job of turning it back inside for the linebacker and the safeties to make the tackles as well. So does a really good job.
And if the guy on the corner, that would be Wirtz, is doing his job at the outside, Wirtz can turn him back in as well. That really gives that linebacker his job a chance to clean up right there in Horborovich. Hard count right there again, nothing doing. Hunnell. Again, the back to the left of Shear.
We've got a delay of game. No deep safety, I noticed there for Dexter. Jackson Miller, who is the deep safety, was only about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
Well, you've got Jace Wren, and then you've also got Braden Beckman. They were at the bottom of the screen here. So they were saying, you know what, we're fine, which they've got probably, I would say, their best cover man in Devin Turnbow. He's at the bottom of the screen in defense. And then Houston Neely has played well there as a safety position. He's playing down on Wren. So really, they're going to double up. I guess that's number 5 over there. That is Jace Troth. Yeah, they've got Hip over there. So they've got one-on-one coverage with Wirtz. And then Miller over that away. Here we go. He looks to pass. He looks again, nothing happening, throws it short and incomplete, intended for number 4. That is Jace Wren. So that's going to bring her up 3rd and about 15.
Good pressure by the Dexter defense there. Made Shear move a little bit in the pocket and then get rid of it pretty quickly.
That's another key we talked about pregame. We talked about if the defense comes, the interceptions for Dexter, making balls come out when the quarterback necessarily doesn't want.
Right. And he short-armed that one a little bit, so it brings up 3rd down for the Eagles.
That's one-on-one coverage. That is their best there against Miller. And that's a pass over the middle. It's caught, and that is Hero meeting him immediately. So that's going to bring up about a 4th and 4 from the 28-yard line.
Good tackle. That's one Hrvojevic, just knowing the kid, just loves that kind of that hit where he can put something on him just like that. And the Eagles bring out their punt team.
Yeah, Hrvojevic here on that replay. You'll see him come across, and hello, my name is Jason Hrvojevic.
Right. Big hit there. So
that is Turnbow back. He's going to put his heels at about the 35-yard line, awaiting the kick here. Here comes. Dexter does not pressure. Short kick. Very short kick. Dexter's going to let that go in their favor. They're going to get that on the good side of the 50.
Yeah, short punt that time. You're exactly right. And Dexter will take over 1st and 10 inside Southern Boone territory.
Yeah, a defensive stop right there, which was magnificent for the Bearcats, and they get it in Southern Boone territory. And the way they've moved the ball here this second half, you've got to be a little nervous.
Yeah, absolutely. So next week we'll be coming to you on Monday and Tuesday with volleyball. On Monday we'll be in Kennett for a matchup with the Bernie Mules. And on Tuesday we'll be back in Advance for what promises to be a classic duel between the Hornets and the Dexter Bearcats. And then Friday night's the night we've all been waiting for since the schedule came out. The Jackson Indians take on the Cape Central Tigers. It's almost guaranteed to be a classic, so you don't want to miss it here on Aycorp Sports.
Jealous as I can be over that broadcast, Jim.
Yeah.
Here is Warnick in motion again. He looks and makes a nice cut again upfield and picks up about 2 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good tackle in there. Good fought off the block there. That was Justice Martin who fought off the block and really made a nice tackle.
I'm going to say the defense for Southern Boone right now is just thankful that wasn't Graham's giving another stiff arm to the ground.
I would say that's probably right. So 2nd and about 7 for Dexter. Just almost halfway through the 3rd quarter here. Dexter leads by 3, 17-14. Hope you all like the new down and distance that we've put on the stats here, trying to add something each week to make the broadcast a little better.
Here we go. Howard's got his team set. That's Warnick in motion. Flips inside to Alford. He's going to look for room and has it. He breaks free now to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, down to the 10. Give him 6. Touchdown, Dexter!
Man, the jet sweep has just worked to perfection here in the second half. Once again, I sort of got on the offensive line. We'll watch the replay here. I sort of got on the offensive line at halftime. Folks, I mean, great hose there. Jet Graham throws a good block, and the offensive line just opened it up, and the Bearcats score.
Jim, it's the same play Alford just had for 40 yards earlier in the game here in the third quarter.
Right.
Same play. The trickery is going to Warnick, is going to Alford. And he just hits the hole. They're making it easy for these guys running a football right now.
Yeah, big hole there.
King's hold is good. Kick is good. And Dexter now 24-14. They open up a 10-point lead. 5:37 in the third. We'll be back in 30.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $6.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $6.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
Welcome back to Dexter, Missouri. Dexter has now opened up a 10-point lead, their largest of the game for either team, matter of fact. And Jim, they are doing it on big runs right now.
Yeah, lots of big plays by the offense, just opening up some holes there. Just real quick, another score from around the area. New Madrid County Central leads Kelly 27-6 at halftime.
That's a surprise.
New Madrid County looking for their first win there.
You know, I thought Kelly would be a little stronger than that. I thought it would be a competitive game, but I had Kelly favored that. So
right.
I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of good high school football going on this season.
Absolutely.
Here's Jacob Medler. He's kicking, and he's going to put that one up in the air. That looks like Jackson that takes it. He's got it, brings it upfield. There's a flag.
Illegal, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a big hit by Hero.
I mean, big hit, and that's going to be Connor Hill that took the illegal hit. He will that'll move it back on the block.
That's right. So the illegal, that's going to be 15 yards from looks like the 30, just past the 30-yard line.
Right. Big hit by Hravojevic, too. That's 2 big hits in a row now for Hero. Illegal block down below the waist, and it'll be a move it back. And Southern Boone will start deep in their own territory.
A defensive stop here for Dexter, and, boy, they could be singing right now.
Yeah, 5:32 to go. A lot of time left. Shear throws the ball very well. Need to keep that in mind. I got to believe we'll see that ball go to the air a little bit.
Yeah, you really want to pay attention to number 25, or not number 25, number 5, Jace Troth. He caught the touchdown earlier. He is their best receiver, the one they really leaned on.
You wonder if Coach Lumica is very judicious at when he calls up his blitzes, and you might see one here before very long.
Yeah, little tighter formation set right here. Here's Southern Boone. Here comes a hand near side. They got a little room to work with, and that is Hero again taking down the runner, Hunnell.
Yeah, that's going to be a good pickup, though, for Southern Boone there. A pickup of about 9. Hravojevic came across. Good play call right there. And it'll bring up second down and about 1.
Right now, the running game has been the story of this second half. Both teams. Jim, we have clouds to the south starting to look at us a little darker that way.
Yeah.
Everything we've had has been out of the northwest, so I think the cloud's going to stay away, but I don't know what that looks like there. Shotgun look. They have 2 to the top. Sniffer back near the bottom side. Man in motion. There's Hunnell. And that's handed around to Shelton. He is hit there. Hero again. He is having a fantastic game.
Hravojevic is having a great game on defense. He is right in the middle of everything. It's going to be a first down, but still only a pickup of a yard. Hravojevic really playing well from that linebacker spot.
You know, I remember that kid as a freshman. I watched him his first game down at Malden, I believe.
Yeah.
And I watched that kid put a hit on a couple folks, and I said, man, he's going to be a player and fun to watch, and he is.
He is. You're exactly right.
He was JV action then, but, man, he just, makes the hair stand up on your back of your neck there the way he plays. Here's the hand comes near side here, and that's going to be a good tackle. They just stretched it out. Turnbow out there and takes Hunnell out of bounds. Dexter pushed right there, and they never could get to the outside shoulder and seal that man. and that just pushed the play wide, and Turnbow read it and come up and made a fantastic play.
Yeah, Jackson Howard from his safety position came in as well on that to sort of turn that back, and Turnbow with that speed and strength just stopped him, and it brings up 2nd and 10.
That would have been Jackson Miller, because I don't think they've ever called on Howard to be a safety.
Oh, Jackson Miller, that's exactly right, Jackson Miller.
Now, I'm sure
Sorry
Howard
about that, Jackson.
I'm sure Howard would love the task, you know, but I don't think they're going to give that job to him.
Sorry about that, Jackson Miller.
Empty backfield here. You got 2 wide receivers at the top, 2 wing backs, and here comes that is Shelton, and they pitch it. It is late. He's got room to run now, open it, and he's got good yards. That is Neely, couldn't bring him down, and Dexter's still in pursuit. They get him out of bounds. Boy, and there's a flag on the far side. That is laying out of bounds in the red over there at about the 49-yard line of Southern Boone.
We'll see what the call is going to be there. But, yeah, that was a good run that time by Tanner Shelton, just wide open, and finally carried out of bounds there and brought down by Wirtz.
We'll see what the call is, waiting on this one to come in. And I guess that's just a
sideline violation, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, usually they push their arms back.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not sure
true.
that call, so
Yeah.
somebody can send it to us if they'd like. But, again, that's against Southern Boone after the first down.
Right.
So the first down will stand, but backs them up from that play.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that one was. But either way, Southern Boone with a nice run there by Tanner Shelton. And it started off not very well, really, Bobby. It was sort of a mishandled handoff, but he did a nice job of turning it up.
They did a good job on the outside blocking. They sealed that outside linebacker right there, and once they sealed him inside, it was over for Dexter, and he got a big run out of it. Again, back to the same formation. Here we go. Hand goes to Hunnell. He's got it. Cuts it upfield and hit there. Met by, looks like Christian Wirtz on the play maybe.
Yep. And looks like that Southern Boone's trying to say we're going to play a physical ground game here too a little bit, and depending on their running backs a little bit on these sweeps.
The game's be slower. That's Alford checking out again.
Womble checks in.
He's checked out a couple times. Goes to the arm again. That's the opposite arm he pointed to, Jim. Something to keep an eye on down low. Here's the play, goes to Shelton. He's going to come far side. In chase is Gott, stretched out, and there it is again. Jackson Miller and Devin Turnbow.
Big hits.
Stopped them just short of the first down.
Yeah. Miller, that's the same play they ran a while ago, and Jackson sort of had that same kind of coverage. Good job there. No gain, 3rd down, and about 2.5.
So 3rd and 2.5. Dexter could again make a big stop. Jim, I believe if Dexter stops him, I believe they go for it again.
Oh, I think they would go for it on 4th down, yeah.
So likely 2-down situation and a chance for them to try to push forward. Ball sits at the Dexter 39. They need to get it to the Dexter, we're going to call it 37. Here we go, and we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Southern Boone will take their first time out of the half.
We will take one as well. We will be back as we step aside here in Dexter.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Jim, you and I were being the head coach of Southern Boone in the break.
We weren't, but we were very different opinions on that. My take is they've sort of set Dexter up here. They've run the sweep, they've run the sweep, they've run the sweep. You fake that sweep, and you throw it downfield deep. I know you don't think that's what they'll do probably.
I like the idea. If I'm Southern Boone, I'm going to run it twice, try to get the first down, and then on first down I'm throwing it deep.
So we will see what they come out with here.
At least on first down, if you go deep, you know what you got to work with the other downs.
Full
Power
house
set
backfield.
in. Here we go. Here's a hand inside. He is met quickly, and he is going to be close.
I believe he'll have the first down. I believe he'll just be past the marker for a first down. Good push that time. That was Logan Bishop, the senior. And that'll be, we'll see where they mark it. That's got to be a first down, I believe.
It is right at the chains. They're waiting. If I'm
first
Jamerson, I would have asked for a measurement just to make sure.
Yeah, I think the chain was right behind the 38, and that's right above the 38. So,
yeah, they had to get to the 37, and they're sitting
yeah,
just outside of the 36.
So 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dexter leads by 10, 24-14, but Southern Boone on the drive.
Here we go, power set again. Here's the hand. It goes outside this time to Shelton, and there's a couple Bearcats, and he come up for a short gain.
Yeah, Pullum had him in the backfield, couldn't bring him down, and then finally brought down by Hrvojevic on the tackle. That could have been a loss of about 2 or 3 there. They just missed the tackle.
Yeah, if he had help coming sooner and he could have stayed outside, he catches him. He tried to go for the tackle there for the loss, and I think he was just lost contain a little bit.
Yep. So they bring their wide receiver package back in here on second down and about 7.
Yeah, the show's on the board 2nd and 6, so that's what we'll stick with on the ball on the 33. Empty backfield here. Here's Shear. He's got it. Looks, hands out to Hunnell coming near side, and there's a couple of Bearcats there. Rhett Womble, the first man, trips him up.
Yeah, Womble, nice job there of staying at home and getting through the block, and then Hrvojevic and Hill both sort of clean up a little bit. So third down.
Jim, right now, looking down, that is Rhett Womble. He's into the game for Alford. Alford's still out on the sideline. No attention to him, but he's still over here, so interesting to be. But, man, Womble has been really, really solid this game.
He has been very solid, as he has every time we've seen him on the field pretty much this season for the Bearcats. The junior's been really good.
Dexter walks up. Now there's going to be 2 wide to the top. 2 wing backs. Here's Shear. He looks to pass. He looks. Pressure from Womble coming. Here is a Hero coming at him. Hero's going to get him for a minimal game at best. Jason Hrvojevic is having a fantastic night.
He really is. But give some credit, as you mentioned the name, as you were calling it. Rhett Womble gets around the corner. He gets past the block real quick and then forces Shear to run, and that lets Hrvojevic wrap him up and bring him down for a 4th down.
Well, they are going to go for it, I do believe. That would be an extremely long field goal. So 4th and long right here.
Yeah, big play.
Ball just inside of the 32. They need to get it down to about the 26. 4th and 6 to go. Big moment right here in this football game. Here is the play. It's going to be Shear to pass. He looks, he throws it. He's got his man, and it's going to be complete, and it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, first down inside the 25. Good, just a good cross the field. That went to completion was to Hudson Talley, I believe, number 22 there for the first down as the clock continues to run.
That's Talley. Got it down to the 22. Still in the third quarter here, 13 seconds left as it starts. Here we go. Shear tries to get him to jump. They don't. He looks at the sideline. Looks like, I don't know if they're going to get this off or not before that horn. I don't think it's going to go.
No, they will not.
They don't. So that's going to take us to the 4th. It's Dexter 24, Southern Boone 14. Folks, we will be back to bring you the 4th quarter here on Aycorp Sports.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $6.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $6.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
Welcome back. Jim, you just said in a break here, this has been a fantastic high school football game. Maybe one of the best I've ever been involved in calling.
It's been a really good one. Both teams just solid, great plays on offense, but good defensive plays, good tackling. I just got a text from a friend of mine who mentioned, but it's not over. It's only 3/4 of it, so there's a lot of football to be played yet here. 12 minutes of it, and we'll see who comes out on top. 43-6, East Prairie leads Kennett in the 4th quarter in their ball game at East Prairie, I believe.
Alford able to check back in on defense. So they've got him back. So they've got everybody back on the field now. It's going to be a wide set, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom right here 2 to the top, 3 to the bottom for Southern Boone. So they're looking to pass out of this set here. Here we go. He passes. It's a short pass. Hit immediately. Hrvojevic.
It's going to be a pickup, though, of about 3 to 4. And they're sort of using that in place of the running game right here, Bobby, a little bit. Just the quick hitters across the middle. So 2nd and 7.
Yeah, but good job by the quarterback, Shear. He's just looking for passing lanes. So whoever's pass rushing from the edge right there, when he gets that lane, he hits it quick. I mean, that's great identification for Shear to see that.
Yeah, and he's only a junior. He's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, he's a big man. Seen him down on the field before this thing, big man.
Yeah, he is.
Here he is. He's got time to pass. He throws it deep, and it's incomplete.
Just off of the hand of the intended receiver, Jackson.
A would-be touchdown, and now here comes big number 75. That is Aiden Young checking in for the Southern Boone Eagles.
On the offensive line, and he's speaking of big men, I asked one of their guys downstairs a while ago. He's about 6'5" and goes about 275. He's a big one. So third down here for Southern Boone.
Big 3rd and 7. Jim, do you pass rush a whole lot right here? I don't think I do, Benz. I'm in this part of the field. I want to stay back, and I need to say, you know what, I need to shut down the play.
Yeah, that's probably right. We'll see what comes here. They do bring a blitz from this corner. Caden Lee gets after the quarterback.
And that's a pass to the end zone. Incomplete. It's going to be out of bounds. 4th and 7. Caleb Gott was the man bringing the pressure there for Dexter.
And that was on the coverage down there. I believe that was Jackson Miller. Good coverage, too.
Yep, chase him to the end zone right there, and great coverage. He had to lead his receiver because there was nowhere to fit it in. Great coverage again. The DBs outside of one play, Jim, have been amazing tonight for the Bearcats. And
we're going to see a field goal attempt, I believe, which will be about 37 yards or so.
And I agree with this here. You're down 10.
Yes.
You've got to get a score. 3 brings it within a touchdown.
Absolutely.
You just got to get a stop on defense.
Absolutely right.
So this will be, I believe, Woodard, that is.
Also, Shear is the holder, so you could see some trickery there, I guess.
Yep. Woodard, it's down. Here's the kick. It's up and blocked, I believe.
No good.
I can't tell. If we see a replay, that may have been – Pullum's not celebrating. I don't think he got a hand on it. I think he just hit it flat.
Yeah, I think you're right. But the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. We'll see the replay here if there was any block on that or not.
Pullum come around the corner. Let's see on the play. He comes in. I don't think he got it. It's just flat.
Yeah, just a little flat. So 1st and 10 for Dexter from their own 20, and with 11 minutes to go here in the ballgame.
Dexter would like to stretch their legs here in this one.
Yeah, they would. They'd like to have a nice offensive set down the field, running the football some.
But they have to have a center, and that's Zach Billingsley running on the field now.
Yeah, it helps to have somebody to snap the football. You are exactly right.
So here we go. My expectations, you're going to see some Jet Graham coming right here. They want to run clock and make this a tough goal the rest of the way for the Eagles. Here's a man in motion. Turnbow comes near side. He's got it, breaks one tackle, makes a man miss up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, 24. So pick up a 4 on the play, and that's fine. If you're Dexter and you can get 4 to 5 on a play, you're fantastic with that. It keeps the chains moving and it runs the clock.
Well, let's see at this point what Dexter's going to try to do game management. Still a lot of time on the clock, but start running that play clock down to about 5, and it's already at 20. I would think Howard's going to run it down anyway. And he's going to get there this play. I would start trying to run that clock down if I'm Dexter, try to eat more off.
Yeah, with a 10-point lead, I would agree with that.
Here we go. Hand goes to Turnbow again, coming near side. Good yards, good pickup. Good block by Jet Graham's out there, and that is Turnbow, and there's a flag.
Down is going to be come back on Dexter. It's going to be a hold, I think, on Graham's maybe. We'll see.
So the flag happens after the first down. I think they're still going to get the first and then a lost yardage.
Well, we'll see what the call is. Is it going to be a hold on Dexter there?
So, no, it's not going to be the first. It'll back him up
from the hold spot, so it'll move him back to the 25. So it'll be 2nd down and about 10 again, I believe.
Oh, no, 2nd and 6, I believe. It's a
spot
6.
Foul, I'm sorry,
yeah.
6, yes. I'm
so
sorry,
it's
6.
Basically back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Clock has stopped for them to reset the football once they do to start back.
And that was maybe why the block was so good. There was a little hold involved there, I'm afraid.
So they picked up a yard. The ball was started out, I believe, on the 24. It's spotted just inside of the 25.
Right. So 2nd and 5 now for the Bearcats.
Clock starts back. It's going to march down near the 10-minute mark as this gets snapped here. Howard surveys the field. One safety deep for Southern Boone here. Howard snap at right at the 10-minute mark. It goes to Graham's up the middle. He makes one man miss, pushes off another, and pushes another upfield and gets a gain up to the 32-yard line maybe.
Well, that's going to be enough, I believe, for a first down. And
it is.
It is a first down for the Bearcats there, so they get another set of downs.
Boy, a lot of fight right there out of Grams to push that thing forward.
Yeah, it was, because he was really hit pretty much in the backfield, and a nice pickup of 6 yards for Jet Grams. He's had a big second half.
And, Jim, the game's not over. And
it is not.
There's only one guy on this crew I know, and that's Jim Vaughn. The rest of them I do not know. But these guys have done a really fine job tonight, I think the officials have. They've made the right calls. I don't see anything that I'm just really disagreement with. Great job tonight, I thought, with the job of those guys tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
Here is Howard. He's got Grams in a pistol. And jump, but no call right there. He did not cross. And it's going to be a timeout
for Dexter. Yeah, I think that's right.
So we'll get one left here as well. 9:31 left, 24-14 Dexter.
Senator Jason Bean is proud to represent Southeast Missouri and the Boot Heel in the Missouri Senate. High school football is a positive avenue for our student athletes to build character, compete, and grow. Senator Jason Bean wishes all our student athletes and coaches a successful season.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Coming out of the timeout, Bearcats back at it. They'll be in their familiar wing tee. And Jim, they just need to start marching first downs as many as they can with the clock at 9:31, up 2 scores.
Now, you're exactly right. Just some college scores from around. Texas A&M and Arkansas tied in the third quarter, 14 apiece. Auburn leads Oklahoma 14-7 in the third quarter. Wisconsin leads USC 21-17 in the third.
Here we go. Pistol formation again. Grounds behind Howard. He's got Turnbow at the wing at the bottom of the screen and Warnick at the top. There's Turnbow in motion, hands to Graham up the middle. Nice run on first down, and he's going to be pushed up and still on his feet, and it's going to be blown dead there. A pickup of about 8 on the play for Graham.
Yeah, Jet with the big play. And the other thing that Bearcats have to be aware of and careful, you know that Southern Boone's going to be ball hawking right now. They're going to try to get that. They're going to try to get that fumble somehow. So you really got to hold on to the football strong here.
You know, when I was just thinking of that, Southern Boone, outside of hitting ground at the line of scrimmage, they really haven't played on the other side of the football. And I think they've got to start trying to take a chance to get on that side of the ball, you know, from a outside linebacker, dive in, clip a leg. Grounds moves up next to Howard now. Here's Turnbow. He gets it, wants to stretch it, and hit immediately, and not much there.
Yep.
Stacked up, so it's going to remain second and probably about 4 to go.
Third and 4, probably a loss of a yard there, so 3rd and 4 to go. Ulrich on the tackle.
Clock now ticks down to 8:30. If Dexter manages it correctly, they'll get it near the 8-minute mark before they snap it. Come to the line, plenty of time to work with here. Play clock down just now 13. Howard's going to take it down. It's going to be near 8 minutes when he snaps, I'd bet. Here is Turnbow in motion. Hand goes to Grams, and he's hit. Stays on his feet, hit again, knocked down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, great penetration that time by the Eagles. Jace Droth for 1 in there. Good defensive stand that time by the Eagles. Exactly what they had to do, and Jackson Howard will go back to punt for Dexter.
Howard's second punt of the game here, so Dexter could not convert. It's 4th and 7.
That was a good defensive series for Southern Boone. Give their defensive line a lot of credit. They knew that Dexter was going to run the football, and they bowled up and stopped them.
Yeah, Dexter ran about 3 minutes off the clock there. They would have preferred to get a little bit more off. Here's the play. Snaps good. Here's Howard. Gets it away good. Little low kick there. It's going to be returned by Wren, and he didn't get wrapped up. There's Ibrahim on it up to about the 41-yard line.
Ibrahim and Baron Greer on the tackle there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, nice field position right now for the Eagles as 7:23 on the clock here.
A lot of time in the football game, Bobby. A lot of time. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Just a lot of time in this left in this football game.
And the way they run the football earlier, personally, Jim, this much time on the clock, I would go back to the ground game, try to cut this to a 1-score game. They had a lot of success earlier. Outside of one big pass, they just hadn't been tremendously successful there. A lot of dumps, short passes, but Dexter's covered that well. Here's a man in motion. Fake hands, going to be a pass. He's got time. He looks, gets it off deep, and he's got a man over the top, incomplete. That's their best receiver. Comes up lame right there.
Yeah, that's Toth, I believe, down there. That maybe with a little Toth. Good coverage that time by Houston Neely of the Bearcats.
Yeah, Toth looks okay. He comes running back, but he's going to take a exit stage right there. He's going to come out.
Yep, going to take a little break, go to the bench, and try to stretch something out, I would guess.
So here we go again. He's in a shotgun, empty backfield, 5 wide set. Here we go. Pressure comes. He's flushed. Looks to pass and does. And it's picked. Oh, Neely just dropped the ball, and that would have sealed the game likely.
Houston Neely right in his hands, just couldn't squeeze it quite. Bring up third down.
That's a great play by Neely. He sat in the middle of the field as a quarterback rode, and he tried to sling that in there, and Neely read it well.
Yeah, he did read it great. You're exactly right.
So now it sits 3rd and 10. Big moment in the game right here.
7:08 to go. So, like I said, still a lot of time.
Empty backfield. Dexter looks to rush maybe 4 right here. There's a man in motion. Here we go. Sheer to pass. He's got pressure from Gott. He rose near side, throws it down the field, and it is incomplete.
What a play by Jackson Miller. Wow, the sophomore with a fantastic play on defense.
I'm telling you, Jim, this is the best group of defensive backs I've seen in a while. Nate Stevens is going to disagree with me because they were so good back in the day, but man, I'm telling you, the DBs are putting on a show tonight.
They are. That was a great play by Jackson Miller.
Right there. Had to come from behind and just got his hand in there and knocked that ball away.
4th down for Southern Boone at their own 41, 4th and 10. They're going to go for it here with 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
4th and 10. There's still a lot of time on the clock, but this could very well, if they don't get it and Dexter marches in and scores, this is the play right here. Right. This could be your game. Here is Shear in the gun. Here he goes. He looks. He surveys. He's got pressure again coming. He's got pressure again. And fumble the ball. That's offered on the play, and it's out.
And the
Dexter
Bearcats recover. Recovered. Great pressure that time. Ethan Glauth put some pressure on him first. Then the hit by Alford, and the ball loose, and Dexter takes over 1st and 10.
Look at Glauth. He chased him right into Alford.
He did. And then loose, and then Glauth falls on the fumble as well. Wow. Great play by Ethan Glauss right there, and a good hit by Nolan Alford. Now Dexter's offense needs to make something happen.
And you're going to correct Glauss. I'm going to go back to who I just talked about before, the defensive backs, Jim.
Yes.
They had everything covered up. Shear couldn't find a place to go with the football.
Right.
I'm telling you.
That was a sack. That was a sack by the defensive backs. You're exactly right.
Yeah, there is not one kid that's not bringing it right now from Dexter's defense. I'm telling you, fantastic tonight. Here's Howard. He looks at the clock. He's just going to let it tick down to 2-1. Snaps. Here's Alford on a hand coming near side. He cuts it upfield. Stiff arm there. He's got more room down at about the 30-yard line. So nice pickup for Dexter. About a 9-yard carry.
Yep, stays in bounds. And it'll be 2nd down and 1 as the clock ticks down to 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Well, a touchdown right here, and boy, Dexter's going to make it awful tough. 6:30 to go, and it will be near the 6-minute mark when it gets snapped. That was great clock management by Howard, too.
It was.
You see him, he checked. He knew exactly. He snapped that at 1.
Yep.
Made me a little nervous. I'd like to see it at 2. But
yeah, but no, you're right.
Great job there. He managed it again. Takes it down under 7 here. Here's the hand goes to Graham up the middle. He's got room to work with. Pushes forward inside the 25 near the 23-yard line.
1st down for the Bearcats inside the 25.
If you want to see a pass, you're at the wrong field because it's not going to happen right here. Dexter's going to keep it on the ground and just keep on pushing forward.
Absolutely right. Whatever the run is, you're exactly right.
That's Devin Turnbow checking back into this one.
6 minutes to go in the ball game. Dexter up by 10, 24-14. It's been just an outstanding high school football game. We thought it would be, and it's lived up to everything we thought it would be.
Jim, this place has erupted a couple of times. There on the turnover, another touchdown. You know, this place has been loud. Here we go. Here's a snap. Goes back to Grams. He pushes forward, gets hit pretty quickly, stays on his feet, and fumbles the ball. He may be back on it.
No, it popped out, and 51 recovered it.
And that is a changing point in the game there.
That is what you could not do right there. The 3rd turnover for the Bearcats this afternoon.
You've got to stay low, and right here he gets stood up right there. He gets stood up and keeps fighting, and they punch it out.
Aiden McDaniel with the recovery.
Yeah, that was 51.
Yep.
I think that was Meisner, the guy who got it earlier.
I think McDaniel, there's 2 51s, I think.
Yes, it is.
And I think the senior, I would think probably so.
Yeah, and I gave that to Weisner earlier.
Right.
Yes, you are correct. So that was McDaniel earlier in the game, too, who recovered it.
Exactly.
He's recovered 2 today. Here we go. 5 wide are out here. Looking to pass the football. Here we go. It's going to be a quarterback keeper inside and stacked up Alford. And who else is on that pile right there? Hrvojević.
Hrvojević and also Gott in there. Pickup of about 2 as the clock continues to tick.
Clock will tick probably down to the 5-minute mark as they get ready to snap on this one. So clock is beginning to be a huge factor in this football game.
3 turnovers on the Bearcats. If they can overcome that turnover margin today, that will be quite the accomplishment for them. Only 1 for Southern Boone.
2. Well, no, they didn't turn over. They've recovered that one, yeah. Here we go. 1 back circling. Going to be a pass play. They look to get it out again, and he's hit. Ball is up in the air, caught by number 13, I believe it is, and hit there again by Hrvojević. That was a lot of excitement right there.
It was. Mason Shearer, good job of being strong enough to stay on his feet and get that pass off. It hung up in the air for a little bit, but it was caught, and it brings up 3rd down and about 2.
Jackson on the reception for Southern Boone. Here we go. Shearer in the gun. 5 wide. Tried to get him to jump. They did not. Clock down near 4:20 now as it continues to click. Shearer on a 3rd and 2. He looks outside quick. Going to try to get it upfield. There is Miller and a couple of miss. That's going to be a first down.
Boy, Jackson Miller read it perfectly. He just couldn't quite fight through the block.
Yeah, Tally on the reception for the first down.
Good call by Southern Boone right there for the for that, with 2 wide receivers to block for the 3rd wide receiver, and they get the first down.
Clock under 4 minutes at about now. So time keeps ticking. They're down 10 at Southern Boone.
They do have a good field goal kicker. He missed one earlier, but they have a good field goal kicker.
Here we go. Dexter shows pressure. They bring just 1 linebacker. Here we go. He scrambles out, looking, has a man at the sideline, incomplete and out of bounds.
Had some room over there, but threw it incomplete.
Again, the coverage from the Dexter DBs has been spectacular. Nowhere to go with that football, and then pressure comes.
I really focused on Nolan Alford and Aiden Young right there. You talk about the yin and the yang of things. Nolan's not that kind of size Young is, but he's so much quicker. Young's big size, and that was a great matchup to watch right there.
So here we go, 2nd and 10, ball at the 43. Back to the shotgun, empty backfield. Here we go, here's Shearer, he looks to pass. He looks, he's going to go deep. He's got a man, Turnbow's in pursuit, and incomplete.
Just a hair overthrown there. Turnbow with good coverage once again.
Down to 3rd and 10. Another big moment in the football game.
3:37 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 10 at the 43 for Southern Boone.
Southern Boone trying to put something together. That ball lies at the 43, as Jim said there. Checking in the game for the Bearcats, that is Caden Hart, number 70 on the defensive line now. 3 wide, here we go. Here's Shearer, he looks to pass. Glaus putting pressure on, more pressure. He's got room to run now, Shearer, and he dumps it off. Short man, and that is Tally, and he's not going to get the first. I don't think he got it.
We'll see whether they're going to mark it.
Far side is right on the first line down marker.
See who made the tackle over there for the Bearcats. That was Wurs on the tackle, and it's going to be we'll see.
They show
they're going to
down.
measure here, I believe.
Good decision. I think they need to measure.
Yeah, they need to measure on this one. Both ways, I think. If they called it a first down, I think Dexter would want a measurement. If they're saying 4th down, I think if I'm Southern Boone, I want a measurement.
Let's see. I don't know. We've got a camera right on this thing. If the guy in the white hat would move, we're going to get a good look at this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It is going to be a first down. I think he's got it by about the football. See as they stretch it out. Nope.
No,
be
just
by
short.
The nose of the football.
Just short with the length of the chain. So I'm going to say
maybe 6 inches.
Maybe 6 inches on that. So big 4th down right here coming.
Yeah, you got to figure that that power package comes in, or and Shear maybe keeps it even.
Well, you're down 10. Do you take the chance now for the big one downfield and say, you know what, we're either going to win it or lose it on this play?
No, I think you've got to get the first down here and take your chances from there. But we'll see.
I think you're correct. I think they're going to come in power right here.
I think they will, too. Their power package in the game, no question.
We have got a great look at the ball right here, right in front of us. No power package. They're going to stay wide. I'm going to say quarterback keeper is coming right here.
I would say that's exactly right.
He likes to run it. It's Hunnell, their biggest back, and Shear back there.
Shear goes up under center. And gets the first down.
Yeah, he got the push.
Yep, good job by Shear of lining up in the shotgun and then going under center to sort of keep Dexter off balance.
3:13 on the clock. It will start back at the placement of the football. So right now, if you're the Eagles, you've got to start hurrying.
Yeah, you really do. You got to have a touchdown here pretty quickly.
Clock winds.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left in the ball game.
And there's no sense of urgency on that field right there getting a play in. I would think I already knew my next play if I had the first down coming. Here we go. Clock now 2:55.
5 wideouts.
Shear again in the gun. No help in the backfield. Here we go. Shear looks to pass. He looks to pass. Nothing doing. Dexter again brings pressure. Still looking to pass. Long throw, and it is incomplete. He had a man just out of the reach. And again, coming up a little lame on the play. That is number 5.
That is Troth again.
Yeah, Jace Troth, he has struggled with the knee. The left knee seems to be giving him a little bit of problems right there.
Yeah. And good pressure once again made Mason Shear roll out on that. That time he did sort of have Troth a little bit open and just overthrew him just a hair.
Well, and the DB's got to stick with Troth right there. He gave up on the play and started moving toward Shear thinking he's going to run.
Right.
They just got to maintain position. They had linebackers there and underneath guys. Troth off the field now, so here's Shear. He looks to pass. He looks, got plenty of time. Still know where to go with the football. Over the middle and caught. That is tally on the play.
I think just short of the first down, so the clock should still run.
Slow to get up is the quarterback, Shear, and he is gimpy on his left knee.
Yeah, he is. 3rd down and about 1 here.
Let's watch the replay. See what happens coming in there. Well, somebody come in. Looks like a little low right there.
Yeah. So 3rd and 1 with 2:13 to go in the ball game.
Here we go, Shear, and it's a surprise snap.
Yeah, it was.
He's trying to get somewhere with it and gets positive yards. Glouse gets him down.
Yeah.
That's going to be first down for the Eagles.
I think he was trying to draw Dexter off sides, and the snap came anyhow. So 2 minutes to go in the ball game. First down.
In checks Peyton Hartline. He comes in for Caleb Gott right here. Interesting move. Glott is a smaller guy, but very strong.
I think he's just...
And a fumble on the play. Here comes Hrvojevic. He's down at the 45.
Big loss there.
That is a big one. Listen to that. Hrvojevic pumps the crowd.
Mason Shear just couldn't grab the snap there. Clock continues to run, and we're going to have a timeout by Southern Boone, I believe.
Yeah, here's a replay on it. That just hit him right in the hands.
And Hrvojevic was coming on the blitz anyhow, I believe.
Yeah, the big play. So 1:39 left. We're going to keep it here through this timeout. 1:39 left on the clock. It's going to be a second. They have not updated it. Let's see, there's 10.
It's going to be 2nd and 22.
2nd and 22, we'll go with that. So 2nd and 22, and they're all out pass right now. So I think you're going to see Dexter play it safe. They're probably going to bring the one linebacker again from the edge. They're going to bring pressure off the edge if they can and up the middle.
Yep.
But every other linebacker will drop. I think they're going to play it safe.
And you're willing to give up 10 yards here and keep them in bounds. I mean, the clock runs. Southern Boone with only 1 timeout left. So, you're willing to do that for sure with a 2-score lead.
I think Dexter sees this right where they want it. And the ball now sits at the 45. That chance of the score and the onside kick diminished some.
Right.
There's a lot of work in front of the Eagles.
You just can't if you're Dexter, you just can't and they've got Warnick back deep. You just can't let anybody get behind you here.
Yep. Warnick, good speed. All the DBs have played a fantastic night for Dexter, coverage has been well. Looks like Dexter's only going to rush 3 right here. 3 with their hand in the dirt. Everybody else is going to drop. Here is Shear. He looks to pass. He's got time. Here he's being pursued there by Dexter. There's a pass, dumps it, and caught. That is number 12 on the play. That is Logan Bishop with the catch.
But that's only a pickup of about 12 or 14 or so. So it's still It's still 3rd down and about 8 now.
And clock continues to run.
Right.
Dexter now. Here comes the pressure off the edge. Nope, that's going to be caught again. Boy, they got that out quick enough. They caught Logan Pullum trying to find his man right there. That went right by his head.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's going to be a first down. Good job of Southern Boone of picking up that first down after the 1st and 23 or so.
Clock stops at 109. Southern Boone needs to get it in the end zone if they wanted to hope. They've got to score quick. Clock will be under a minute here. Here we go. He looks to pass.
No pressure.
He's got time.
He's got all
time.
day.
Here's pressure coming now, and he's hit, and that is
sacked.
Alford and Parker King there, I believe, 73.
Absolutely.
It's not Parker King. Alford down on a play. It looks like
he's got a
cramp.
I believe, yeah. We're going to have
73. I'm trying to figure out who 73 is in on that play.
Sawyer Rauscher.
Sawyer Rauscher, the offensive lineman.
Yep. Playing a little bit of everybody.
He said, hey, boys, watch me get this play. So I think Dexter, that's going to be a timeout Southern Boone.
Yep, that'll be their last timeout with 47 seconds left. And once again, Bobby, he had all sorts of time, but the coverage was so good, there was no place to go with the football.
Yeah, well, when you're dropping that many, it sure does get tough. And Dexter's just trying to figure out, do we pressure? Where do we go right here? But I'm going to tell you, if I'm a business in town right now, the next 47 seconds, I'm watching this clock closely, Jim. It could be a fun night in Dexter.
It could be. So I think the Southern Boone coach was asking, should it have been a timeout on us or should it have been an injury timeout? But I believe it went a timeout on Southern Boone, so they have no timeouts left. Pretty much, I think here, Bobby, you have to try to, if you're Southern Boone, you've really got to, with 47 seconds left, you've got to try to throw the ball to the end zone now.
Yeah, I think you've got to take chances downfield because anything in the middle of the field is a bad decision. You've got to hit a quick sideline or out of bounds.
Right, or in the end zone where it's a touchdown or an incompletion, one of the two. I think that's right.
Here we go, 5 wide. Dexter will rush 3, drop everybody else. Here's Shear. He looks. It's quick, gets it out. It's caught, and he's going to stay in bounds, I think. Pull a miss, and he gets out of bounds. Tally on the catch.
That's a bad miss of a tackle right there because you really wanted the clock to continue to run there with 41 seconds to go. If you keep him in bounds, Bobby, that's going to be about 20 seconds on the clock is all.
Yeah, and they had to run up and spike then.
Right. So 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 officially on the board to go. Ball at the 15-yard line. Here we go. Shear in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. Shear fakes it. He looks. Over the middle, going toward the end zone, and touchdown, Southern Boone. So they've got it. That's going to cut into the lead. Now they're down 3 with 35 seconds on the clock.
24-20 now, 4-point game. So the extra point would make it 3, and you'll see an onside kick coming here with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, that's a good read by Shear right here. He sits and he sees this man coming open, and he just lets him come across very well. Here he goes, looking, boom, right there. And yeah, Dexter's Neely just couldn't get in front of him.
Yeah, not terrible coverage, just a good pass. Extra point is up, and it is good.
Good. So that makes it a 24-21 game. Everybody in this place knows onside kick is coming.
Right.
So Hans' team has got to be up front, and Dexter has got to be all over this.
And you know, Bobby, this is everything we thought this game could be coming into the week. I'm so glad they put it off until today versus last night in the weather. It's just been an outstanding game between 2 really, really good Class 3 teams. So we'll see what how Dexter lines up on the onside kick. We'll see what Southern Boone wants to do with it. Couple different options, I guess. One would be obviously squib it along the ground. The other is just try to pooch it right over the top of the first little group and see if you can run down and fall on it.
I think you're going to see a line drive at somebody, and if I'm Dexter, get out of the way.
Yeah.
And this is a very skilled kicker. I don't know how he is on onside kicks, but he's very skilled. So knowing that, I mean, I think, he's probably practiced this a time or two in his life.
I would guess so. So we've got the Dexter has Carson Hurt up front, Womble up front, Havoyevich there. Geatley is up there, I believe.
I think Dexter's only got 10 men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've only got 10 on the field.
Well, here we go. This will decide the ball game on potentially on who recovers.
Here it is, onside kicks.
Good one.
And it's up in the air and loose. It's loose on the ground.
Out of bounds. Will go to Dexter, I believe.
That may be your ball game because they cannot stop the clock.
That is correct. Wow, that was a great onside kick right there.
Yeah, they had their chance. Neely tried to jump up and get that. If I'm Neely, I let it go. If I have to leave my feet because it's a hard line drive.
Right.
When it comes actually hot right there, let it go.
Yeah, you're right. Well, boy, that is a textbook onside kick right there, Bobby. It bounced high like that. Just a great job by the kicker.
Well, you can't stop the clock here. Dexter's going to bring in a power victory formation. They're just going to take a knee.
Yeah.
33.9, and the Bearcats with a top 10 win right here today, Jim. I've got to think they're fixing to catapult to number 2 maybe in the state.
And Dexter's going to call, I think, a timeout because they were short somebody.
Which is fine because the clock is not running.
That's true.
Yeah, you're not worried about that. Only thing you're worried about is just taking 2 knees. Here comes the first. It's to Howard. He takes a knee, so that's it. That's all you got to have.
All you got to do. That's right.
Folks, they will party in the streets of Dexter tonight. They are going to walk out of here 24-21 victors. What a season for the Dexter Bearcats.
Well, and what a football game. Give Southern Boone a lot of credit. They fought all the way through, just an onside kick from having a chance to win it. And, I mean, it was 2 good football teams playing here. Really, really, I got a text during the course of the game somebody mentioned, really physical game as well, you know? I mean, just
instant classic right here on Aycorp Sports.
Yeah, it really was.
And we're going to try to see if we can get stats here for the end of this game and get it wrapped up. Again, Dexter, just an amazing game. They come out in the third quarter and absolutely just started running the football hard and physical. 2 big 40-yard runs, got them into the end zone. Southern Boone come right back and punched them and took a 75-yard drive and scored. And then after that, Dexter got another big touchdown that ignited the crowd and really kind of put them in position then. They had to stop on defense, up 10, and that kind of set the tone for that game. And Dexter just controlled really the second half of this football game. Struggled a little bit converting and doing the things they needed to do in the first half. Coughed up the football a couple of times, but, man, just what a hard-fought battle. And you know, what a crowd from this Southern Boone group. Very classy folks. They come into a place here 4 hours away from home as they had to travel down. And I didn't see anything bad from these guys, even, losing. Very classy group of people. Nothing but praise for that team and that group of coaches and young men out there. Folks, we're going to take a 30-second break here, maybe a minute. We're going to try to get our stats gathered up if we can. We'll be back here to wrap this one up on Aycorp Sports.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world-famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs in Memphis. Oh my gosh, the gumbo is out of this world, but you gotta try the King's Triple Decker Slam Burger. You'll love it.
Jim Riker and Bobby Alford back with you here at Dexter High School. Dexter with a 24-21 win over Southern Boone this afternoon in just an outstanding high school football game. Some team stats for the Southern Boone. They had 15 first downs, 329 total yards on offense, 232 passing, 97 rushing the football. For the Bearcats, 18 first downs, 257 rushing, 77 passing for 334 total yards. For some individual statistics, see if I can find them here. For the Southern Boone Eagles, 4 carries for Braden Beckman for 53 yards, 23 yards for Sam Palmer, Mason Shear, 13 yards on the ground. Hunat with 3. He had some losses there. Mason Shear, 15 of 27 throwing the football for 232 and 2 TDs. The long was a 97-yarder. Hudson Talley with 6 catches. Logan Bishop with 2. Braden Jackson with 2. Jackson Troth with the long touchdown catch. For the Bearcats, offensively, Jet Grams, after being held to negative yards in the first half, ended up with 83 yards for the ball game with a long touchdown and a 60-yard run. Langston Wernick, 59 yards. 35 for Nolan Alford, but we know that's not right. I just heard a while ago that is not right. He's actually probably close to 100 yards on there. 33 for Devin Turnbow, 30 for Lee Michael McDonald, 16 for Jackson Howard. Howard was 4 of 9 throwing the football with 1 interception for 77 yards. And last but not least, some tackles. Jason Havoyevich, 14 tackles. And, Bobby, he had a man's game at linebacker today for the Bearcats.
He did. Wonderful outing. Jim, I'm going to tell you, I think tonight's game put a stamp on maybe is this the best Dexter team we've seen. I mean, they are challenging for it, if not. They have played at one time the number 4 ranked team in the state. They had dropped to, I believe, 10 in the rankings this week,
right.
9 or 10. And still a very quality football team and was missing one of their big players. But this Dexter team has showed up this year. The defensive backs, the way they play, they are knocking down balls, intercepting passes, just taking away anything the quarterback would have to throw to. The linebacker play from them has been excellent. Up front, I thought last week Dexter struggled up front a little bit. This game here this evening, after the first drive, I thought, boy, they played really well up front. The defense, probably the best I've ever seen since I've been in Dexter. No doubt it'll be the best I've ever seen in Dexter. And the offense, so many weapons. Where do you start to stop Dexter? And they're missing McDonald.
Right. I mean, I whether it's the best one or not, I don't know. There were some great teams back in the 80s, but I know it's a really good football team. It's the best defense I've seen in a long, long, long time in Dexter. And I've been here 40 years. They play such good defense. And that was a really good – don't be mistaken. That was a really good Southern Boone team. I mean, a really good Southern Boone team. Now, they may not get out of their district. I don't know because they've got Blair Oaks in there, but that's a good football team over there. They throw the ball well, they run well, they tackle. And this was I've read the quotes in the paper from Coach Jamerson of Dexter about the physicality, how we've become physical. This was a physical football game. Both teams, really laid it on each other. It was a great high school football game. Big win. Now Dexter moves on and plays at Kelly next week. And those are some games I know they were really looking for this. Dexter now has to focus these next 2 weeks with Kelly and Kennett, maybe not quite as challenging of games, but they have to be ready for both of those games and not look ahead to Park Hill Central because neither of these other teams could sneak up on them. So, but just a great overall team win for the Bearcats. I thought the offensive line played okay in the first half, played fantastic in the second half.
Sure
just
did.
Fantastic.
They got Grams going up the middle and blew it open. And, man, what a fun time to be a Dexter Bearcat. Folks, I know we've got our next broadcast for Dexter comes up. That's the Park Hills game we've got scheduled. That'll be another big one. But right now, Dexter's in the driver's seat in the district. All they've got to do is beat Park Hills in the head-to-head matchup. They'll finish first in the district. That's interesting to watch. Southern Boone will stay at, I think, that number 2 in their district.
Probably.
Because, Blair Oaks is going to be number 1. That team is fantastic right now. But, man, what a fun time here. For our crew here at Aycorp Sports, for Jim Riker, for myself, Bobby Alford, saying good night from Dexter.